All right, recording got started. A warm and grand welcome to all of you, my dear students who joined from various parts of the world. I have some students who joined from USA. Good evening to you guys. From India and Sydney. Good morning to you guys. And I have some students who joined from Italy and UK as well. It's like midnight, 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I greatly appreciate sacrificing your sleep and joining this live session. I will just ensure that you don't feel regret waking up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Trust me. And keep the expectations high. I want all of you to please keep the expectations high. And I try beyond my best to deliver exceeding your expectations. Okay, team? Good. All right. So let me quickly introduce about myself. Maybe I'll just share the screen directly rather than talking. So this is my LinkedIn, my dear students. My name is Lakshmi Narayan None. You can call me Lakshmi. You don't need to struggle, especially foreigners. They struggle with a lot of tongue twisting. This is a typical South Indian name. Okay. Right now, I'm the director of Hands-on Agile Coaching Company. I run the company, and I'm the director as well. And I'm also the trainer for the Agile and project management. Cool. So, what experience do I carry? I have overall 25 years of experience completely in IT till date. So I started my career in British Telecom. I'm basically from South India. From South India, I moved to UK. I got the job in British Telecom as a Java developer, basically from technical background and Java, and then moved to India, got married, eventually scaled up my positions like a project manager, account manager. I was not satisfied. I'm a kind of a personality who always challenge my abilities, my skills, and try to level up. And I always strongly believe that I meant for doing better things than what I have done yesterday. If I'm doing the same thing what I have done yesterday and today, it means that I'm not improving. I'm not improving. So I always try to do something better. A continuous improvement is key for you guys, for me with 25 years of experience in IT. Cool. So I challenged myself. I moved to Belgium. I took the role of enterprise agile coach. I trained a lot of French people, Dutch people, multicultural teams, setting up the teams, setting up the boards, excelled with a lot of appreciation, certifications, whatnot. And then again, I want to move to some English speaking country. So I already enjoyed UK and everything. So I moved to Belgium, sorry, no, Australia. So here I got the opportunity as an agile coach. Okay, who is an agile coach? Maybe at a high level, let's not go into details. At a high level, agile coach is responsible for setting up the practices for the teams, the boards, the ways of working, guiding to the teams. Okay, that's what motivating the teams, guiding the teams, stepping back, see how the team is performing, take actions for continuous improvement. So I worked here, and there is another consulting company called Cognizant. I worked there. Basically, I was not happy, though I'm doing the work and then I'm challenging myself. I said that no, I'm born to do something much more better, much more bigger, not like doing a job for a particular department for a particular company. So what I have to do? So I have done some extensive research and I noticed that lot of trainings outside the market, they are more certification oriented, they are more bookish knowledge, they are communicating the bookish knowledge, they are just teaching what the book says. Most of the trainers are not having the real time. I'm not generalizing. Please don't get me wrong. Most. They are not having the real time working experience. They might be good at teaching, but if they haven't experienced, they won't be able to communicate the practical problems. And when we see the interviews, when we see the job descriptions, they will be asking you a lot of stuff. Oh, we want this, we want Jira, we want Confluence, we want deployment, we want releases, this, that, everything they ask. So I have done the extensive market research and then I said that, okay, there is a gap between what people are teaching and what the market is asking. I need to bridge the gap. So I resigned the company, I resigned, and then I floated my own company and named that as Hands-on Agile Coaching Company. And here, from the help of with this company, we are running various training programs like data engineering and the Python, the cyber security, the Scrum Master, Product Owner. I am personally teaching data engineering, a good expert from Microsoft, cybersecurity, another expert who is working as an information security manager. So good. All the trainers are having 20 plus years of experience with vast amount of teaching and learning. The work experience. I mean to say. Okay, cool. Right now, we all gathered to understand one area, which could be where there is there won't be much programming or technical things required, especially the roles like in Agile are always in demand. We need managers to manage the teams. For example, if we want to do a particular software program, maybe a chat GPT will do the program and the developer might be removed. But definitely to manage the teams, we always need the managers. We always need the managers, whether it is a project manager or whether it is a scrum master or whether it is a product owner. What roles are they? What is a project? What is a product? What are all these roles? What these people do? What kind of tools they use? And what kind of skills and abilities I need to gain to get into the job? How can I make myself stand out in this competitive market? All of you, whether you agree or not, market is not that great at the moment. Globally, we are calling it as a global slowdown. So in this tough market, unless you excel yourself with a lot of skills and tools, you won't be getting jobs. I'm not discouraging you. I'm talking truth. The truth is bitter, but we have to accept that bitterness and we have to challenge ourselves to make ourselves better and get into the job. Okay, cool. So you can trust me, leave everything to my hands. All I need is your high attention on my screen, on my voice. Okay, cool. I'm turning off my camera. This is a nutshell about me. Let us start our class without wasting time. All right, team. In case if any of your friends want to join, definitely it will be helpful for all of them. So please feel free to share the Zoom link that you joined. This is the Zoom link for your information again. Okay, the recording is on. Each and every live class also will be recorded. If you see my previous batch, all the recordings will be in the drive. For example, the cybersecurity classes, data engineering classes, and then you see the August 2025, we have the reading materials. So similarly for this November, October batch, I will be uploading the reading materials here. And then if you see the live class recordings, double click. So all the live class recordings will be here. Okay, so we will be going one by one. Cool. What we are going to do, we are going to focus today and tomorrow. The same link, same time, same link. Some of you joined early. I clearly mentioned the EST time, CST time clearly. Okay, so please join on time tomorrow as well. So today, the focus is going to be heavily on this one. Waterfall methodology, agile introduction, project, product, and then we will also understand what is agile, what kind of roles we have, what are all the events we have, and tomorrow we are going to understand how the developers are set up, skill metrics, risk register, hands-on assignment in the Confluence, understand the product owner roles, roadmaps, visions, and everything, understand the Scrum Master role, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so like this, we progress for 5 weeks. Lot of hands-on assignments and everything will be there. Okay, but so let us start with introduction. We'll go one by one. Even before starting, let us have some kind of ground rules because we will be learning together as a team for next 5 weeks of time. So it is important to follow certain rules. Why we need rules? We need to have certain kind of agreements? Because they bring better discipline in the class. Better discipline. We are all matured as adults. So let us follow these. ground rules. Very easy, very simple rules. What are the rules that we are going to follow from today? All of you are going to join in a quiet environment, showing up on time, mentally and physically present. So don't think that you can start cooking and then you can join my class in parallel. My teachings are completely visual. I don't talk only on the slides. So it is important to pay complete attention. And turning off the camera. Cameras are not required. So please turn off your camera. Cameras are just only unnecessary distractions. Okay. Because we are humans. Anybody turn on the camera, eventually our eyes will just go there and then we will be more curious looking at them, like their background, but we are not here for that purpose, right? So please turn off your camera, mute your mic as well. Okay, if you have any questions, please always drop your questions in the chat window, no matter how small, big your question is. And when someone is speaking, when asking the question or asking about the doubt, please allow the other person to complete before you jump in. Yeah, this is always a good practice. Allow others to finish before you start speaking. Right. Avoid the distractions, please. No distractions. And every day after the topic, I will be giving you the hands-on assignment, which is very, very important. This is a practical training, not theory. Outside, a lot of theoretical trainings are there, but this is completely hands-on, job-oriented. Whatever the activities that you do after getting the job, you will be doing as part of this particular training. And I always tell to my students for all the batches, our top priority is respecting others for who they are. This is very, very important. No tolerance. We have zero tolerance policy if you are trying to make any remarks on the race, color, sex, region, religion. So, like in the other class, one of the student was making without knowing the basics. How come you register this class? It happened in the data engineer class. That's a completely unacceptable comment. We don't know what kind of background, what they are going through. So please respect others. Please talk in a polite way. We are all here to learn. We are all here to learn and grow. That's very, very important. Okay. So violation of the policy, what will happen? Again, I'm telling you, I don't need your valuable money. I don't need, if you think that, oh, I'm paying money and I can behave whatever I can do. Unfortunately, you are not in the right class. Okay. I will refund your money and block your access. Thank you. All set. Good. Now let us start. I want to start the class. Please pay attention. I want to start the class with a word. Most of you might have heard. I want to introduce this word to you guys. Very famous word. Project. And later, I will also introduce another word. Product. What is a project? Then we will understand who is required to manage that project. What are all the different stages in the software development life cycle? How the project is started, done. We will focus on this one. Then we will slowly understand the product. What's the difference between project and a product? Now let us start understanding about a project. Project is a temporary endeavor. Project is temporary endeavor. So we have to do certain set of activities over a period of time. That's all. Here, the water river is there and we want to build a bridge. We want to build a bridge. We want to build a bridge so that people can start walking across the river. So to do this, we have certain set of requirements. I want to lay the pillars, cables, hanging cables, blah, 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 whatnot. Yeah, these are all the set of requirements. So once it is done, so once we lay the pillars, hanging cables and everything, tuck, 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 well, we have a start date. We started this project in the month of October and we completed by Jan. Done. A project is done. Temporary set of activities, right? So this is a project. One more small example. I want to build a house. I want to build a house. So we started with the groundwork. What are the set of works? We want to do the basement, pillars, roof, construction, painting, plumbing, electrical work. It's done. It's done. After that, are you going to do continuous enhancements? Not required. A project, a temporary endeavor. Building a house, you can consider that as a project. Now, similarly, when you come to the software, for example, this is Bank of America. In Bank of America, what they are doing is they are managing all the data, where? In the data center. Do you know the data center? Hello, guys. Do you know what the data center will do? Data storage, data center. Here, if you see the images, all the data. So Bank of America, for example, they are managing all the data in the data center. All the data in the data center. Now, what is happening? To manage this data in the data center, you need big buildings, lot of servers. Look at these data centers, 10 billion data center rollout, big buildings, air conditioning, maintenance, security, whatnot. Too much. Lot of operational expenses. Lot of operational expenses. We call it as OPEX. So Bank of America is spending millions and millions of dollars to maintain the data center. Now, what happened nowadays? Most of you might have heard a term called cloud. A term called cloud. Term called cloud. What is this cloud? Cloud is just nothing but a virtual infrastructure. Virtual infrastructure. This is physical infrastructure where you can touch, where you can go inside, where you can feel, where you can touch the service. When you talk about a virtual infrastructure, you cannot feel. It's like a software. Yeah, virtual on the cloud. Now, in the market, we have a lot of cloud service providers. From Amazon, we have Amazon Web Services. From Google, we have Google Cloud Platform. From Microsoft, we have Microsoft Azure, blah, blah, blah. But they are main market major leaders. Now, what they are doing is, hey, guys, we offer you the storage. We offer you the storage. You can store the applications. You can store the data in our infrastructure. And you can pay us, pay as you go. If you have less data, pay less. If you have more data, pay more. Virtual infrastructure. Now, most of the companies, what they are doing the data migration. Now, whatever the data is storing here on the servers on premises, they are moving it to the cloud. So this is what we call cloud migration. Lakshmi migrated from India to Australia, maybe for a better life, to earn better. Example, migration for better. Here, Bank of America is migrating the data from on-prem data center to the cloud. Is this a project? Of course, this is a project, isn't it? It involves certain set of steps. What are the steps? What are the steps here for this particular project? First, the developers who are trying to mark. I need few people to do the work. Correct? These are the developers. What exactly they have to do? They have to identify the source out of all the servers. What is that? What is from where exactly the data we need to do? Source. They need to identify the destination as well. Maybe the destination is Azure Cloud. Destination is Azure Cloud, right? They identify the source, they identify the destination, and they need to take the steps. Maybe they have to create the platform to the store the data, and then they have to migrate a sample piece of data, see if it migrates well. We don't want to take too much of risk, because if we are losing the data, that's a big risk, right? It's a production data. Now, once the sample data set is migrated properly, then we take the bulk and then we migrate the entire data. So this is again a project. Getting it? A temporary set of activities, and it has a start date and an end date. Start date and end date, a project. Clear? That's a project. Cool. Now, let us take a step back. And Now that we understood what is a project, now let us see. Maybe I will take the software. We are talking about the bridge, house, hospital, data center, blah blah blah. Now I want to give you the experience how we are going to build a project in software. Let us see that. For this, I'm taking an example. Let us say I want to, what we'll do? Maybe we'll take a banking example. Yeah. I I used to work in UK. One of the familiar bank from UK is NatWest Bank. NatWest Bank. Now, the project in IT almost happens similar to what we do in real time, normal work as well. Just because some of you are from non-IT background, let me give you in a layman words how a project we are building the house. Yeah, then we will go to the banking project in IT. Listen carefully. You know that I live in Melbourne, so this is me, and I have good understanding wife, two daughters as well. We want to build a small house in Melbourne, right? That's a project. We want to build a small house in Melbourne. Now, what is the first stage? What is the first stage? Can I go and ask the builder? The builder will ask me, hey, Lakshmi, can you give me your detailed requirements? I want to understand your needs. You need a bedroom, three bedroom, two bedroom. What's your budget? Area, blah, blah, blah. So first we have to define our needs. Even before our defining our needs, what is the first step that is involved? The first step that is involved is brainstorming. Brainstorming. What do you mean by brainstorming? I want to understand what is in their brains. What are their needs? We all have different needs. My wife has certain needs. My daughters has that. I have certain need. I want to understand all of their needs. All the needs, what I'm doing, I have to capture in a document. Correct? So these are the needs. My wife says, oh, I need beautiful kitchen, blah, blah, blah. My daughter says, I need a good play area and she likes watching movies. I need a movie theater. And I have my own needs as well. I need a quiet area where I can teach to my students, maybe area where I can do some jogging, blah, 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 like this. So these are all our housing needs. Now, first stage is brainstorming. We have done the brainstorming. We identified, documented all our requirements. So in simple words, we call it as requirement gathering. Agree or not? Requirement gathering. So we gathered all the requirements. Now, can I build the house with my own hands? Not possible, right? So I don't have that ability. I don't have that labor as well. So what I have done, I went to the architect. I went to the architect. First, I want to understand the plan. Planning is very, very important. So here I met a lady. Her name is Mary. She lives here. And I say, hey, Mary, look, these are all the requirements. Can you please prepare a design document? Can you please prepare the plan so that we can start building? Mary has gone through the requirements and she prepared a plan. She prepared a plan. What is this plan? This plan is just nothing but a sketch on the paper, not a physical livable house. It's a plan, just a plan, a draft plan. Basically, design. What she has done? She has completed the design based on the requirements. Okay, good. We entered into the third stage. Look at the different stages. So after design, I went to this particular builder. This builder is very good and he is having lot of workers. Melbourne builders. Now, I gave the requirement document and I also gave the design document to the builder. Hey, these are my requirements. This is the design and this is the loan approval. And this guy said, yeah, Lakshmi, definitely I can build. And what they have done together as a team, they started building the house. Okay, they laid the basement and also the structuring, blah, 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 and everything. Got it? So here, what is the third stage? What is the fourth stage? The fourth stage is build. They started constructing the house. Clear? Now, after building, what they do? Are they going to directly give it to me? They have to test thoroughly if the structure is safe, smoke alarms are working or not, everything. Properly they test, then only they will allow me. Then only they will deliver, right? So what is the next stage? The next stage is test, testing. After testing, they release. What do you mean by release? Making it available to the public. A new movie got released, we can go and watch it. A new iPhone got released, we can go and buy. New Tesla model got released, we can go and start using that model. New house got released, so I can buy it. Yeah. So now they released the house. So now this is my livable house. This is my happy home. So what is the next sixth stage? Release. And they also give a complimentary 5 years maintenance as well. Maintenance. So what are all the different stages? Oh, Lakshmi, you invited all of us. You are not teaching anything new. This is very common sense. Yes, of course it is. I want all of you to get connected to this example so that you can exactly map the same thing in IT as well. So what are all the different stages that are involved in building the house? Brainstorming, design, after that, development or build, testing, release, maintenance. Clear? Now let us keep this example aside. Now let us come to the software. Cool. What is our example? The example that I'm going to take is NatWest Bank. So now let us assume that we don't have the bank. Now I want to build a bank. So here I am and I have money and I want to build the bank. Am I going to build a bank on my own? No, right? I need people. So this guy is Lakshmi and he's the CEO of the bank now. Now I need to understand to build a bank. It's a legal organization, right? I don't know all the requirements. We have to understand the requirements thoroughly. Governments and regulatory requirements, legal requirements, all these set of requirements. So I need few people, listen carefully, I need few people who will ensure that my business operates smoothly. Yes or no? Now, what I have done, so I need someone who can take care of the regulatory requirements, blah, blah, blah. For example, if you see open banking, one of the regulatory requirement here we have to follow. Sorry, just 1 minute. Look at this one. So the government agrees to implement the customer data right, phase implementation of the major banks provide reference data. I can't, as I'm a CEO boss, I can't go and look at each and every change in the market, regulatory changes. So definitely I need to appoint someone who take care of this one. So this guy is going to take care of the regulatory requirements. I need someone who can take care of the legal requirements as well, whether they are legal, illegal, and everything, right? So I have to follow, and I have to, I need someone who can take care of the customer requirements. Customers needs. What customer needs? We want to build a bank. Customer needs accounts, loans, payments, insurance, whatnot. So this guy is going to take care of the customer requirements. We are building a product, we are building a bank. I need people who can market and spread the word, take it to the reach the people so that people can come and start investing in our bank, start availing our services. So definitely I need the marketing team as well. This guy is responsible for marketing. And even the customer requirements, we have the loans, payments, regulatory, blah, blah, blah. People may do fraud. Yeah. So I need someone who can take care of the fraud detections and legal actions. So basically, now I hired all these people who can take care of various activities so that my we can build a bank, we can run the bank smoothly. Now these are all the people. Now from today, we are calling them as who are they? They're ensuring that the business operates smoothly. They are business representatives. They're the business. Now these business people, what I communicated, hey guys, look, our aim is to build an outstanding bank because we don't want to build a normal bank. We want to stand out in the market. We want to make our business successful. Go ahead and gather the requirements. Now, these business people, they have done the market research. Okay, they started, okay, what is being asked? Okay, these are all the regulatory requirements. Okay, these are all the customer requirements. Customer wants loans, customer wants investment, insurance, blah, 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 all the stuff. So they gathered all the requirements. Where they are writing the requirements? They are writing the requirements in a document called business requirement document. In the business requirement document, so they're now they're what they are writing? The requirements are related to legal requirements, regulatory requirements, and also customer requirements, maybe security requirements because we have a lot of cyber security attacks and everything happening, security requirements and whatnot. So let us say we are talking about around 100 features at least we want to build for a period of time. So they come up with the requirements. This is called as a business requirement document. If you want to get a quick glimpse of it, how a business requirement document looks like, I'll show you from my maybe a grocery mobile app, business requirement document. So here you see what is the name, designation, blah, blah, blah. And what is the purpose? This is a particular project, right? Look at this one. So what is the project? So outlines the business requirements for freshmart.com, like Walmart example. It is a mobile application. What is the scope? Where exactly we are going to start? When exactly we are going to stop? Scope of the work. So customer facing features. Customer should be able to do the product listing, blah, blah, blah. Admin can be, do this order management. And we have to integrate with the third party, PayPal, for to make the payments. And what are all the objectives? What are all the business requirements? Look at this business requirement document. This is a business requirement. Application must present. Business requirement, business requirement. Look at this. Each and user must be able to do user account management, payment processing, delivery integration. This is the business requirement document. Got it? Now, these people, they came up with the business requirement document. Business requirement document. Yeah. Now, this particular team, can they build the software? No, right? They don't have that intelligence. Like Lakshmi, we gathered the business requirement here. Can I build a house on my own? No, right? I need the help of the builder. So similarly, we need definitely some other people help. Okay, now this is the business requirements, gathering, brainstorming, workshops has happened. Now what comes to the next stage is more of the design implementation phase. For that, we need a new set of people with different skills. What skills? We need people who can translate these requirements into a valuable software. Now we are forming IT teams, information technology teams, IT teams. So this is a particular project. And look, I can't ask and I can't go ahead and ask each and every person, hey, what is happening? I need someone who can oversee the particular project. I want someone who can manage the project, who can manage the project. Now I am appointing a project manager. Project manager. His name. Oh. What happened to the battery? Just 1 minute. Now now I am appointing this particular project. Just 1 minute. So I appointed this particular. Just 1 minute, team. Just a second. Let me pull the battery from the other device, please. Thank you. Sorry for that. All right. So what I'm doing here now, I'm appointing Paul as the project manager. Project manager. We understood what is a project. Project is a temporary endeavor. It has a start date and an end date. Here also we have set of requirements. We have to do all these requirements. We have to complete all the requirements. Now, first stage is we need few people who can do the design, who can analyze the requirements, who can analyze the requirements, and who can do the design. Good. Now, I also need the people who can do the development as well. So they're all the developers. So in the developers, we are going to have, I'm setting up the teams as a project manager. I'm setting up the teams because we have to come, they have to go step by step approach, right? Phase by phase. So when we are talking about the developers, here I need front end developers and I also need back end developers as well. Front end developers are the people who develop the front end. Whatever we are seeing is the front end. Whatever we are seeing is the front end. Here I'm typing Amazon and whatever I am seeing on the screen, the user is seeing. This is front end. This is front end. Okay. So here, whatever I am seeing, this is Lakshmi. I'm seeing all the products. This is front end. Whatever I'm not seeing is back end. Meaning that, for example, if I just click, you know that here in Australia, uh, this is a spring has started and I'm allergic to pollen. So I was looking, browsing for these, no, sterile, which will resolve my irritation. So when I click on this one, it automatically gave the entire product information, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know where it is fetching the information, but it has that. So it is fetching maybe all the information from somewhere storage database. So this guy has to build a database. And whatever the user is clicking, we have to carry that information, process that, and display that back. Maybe I need the people who can build that logic. Okay. So these are all the backend development. Later point of time, I will explain the APIs and all the things. So I need people who are going to build front end and back end. Good. Now, I also need people who can do the application testing as well. I need the people who can do the testing. Testing. Why testing? Without testing, do you think that you can release any product to the market? Without testing, Tesla has built the car. Can they directly just push to the market? They have to test thoroughly, safety check, blah, blah, blah. Samsung has built the mobile. Can they push the mobile to the market without testing? They have to test. If you are not testing, the end user will experience lot of defect. The end user will give lot of negative comments, remarks, frustration, and your product won't be successful. If your product has to be successful, it has to satisfy the needs of the customer and it has to be top quality. Correct? So that's why testing is very, very important phase for each and every project, each and every product. Cool. Now, Paul has set up the teams. Now let us look at the drama. So the business people, what they have done, the people, they gave the requirement to the IT teams, and Paul has gone through the requirements, contractual agreements. Paul said that, oh, this is a whole set of 100 features. It is going to take 2 years, 2 years to complete this particular project because we want to complete all in one go. Yeah, they said yes. So once once the project is handed over to the IT teams, what is the first stage? First stage is design. What they will be doing? They will be analyzing the requirements. They will be preparing the design documents, low level design, high level design. We will talk later. Now their job is done. And what they will do? They will hand over to the developers. Hey guys, look, this is the design document. So you can build the front end and back end development. So what they will be doing? They will be using software programming languages to build the backend development, front-end development. You have Java for front-end development. We have React JS, HTML, blah, blah, blah. Backend development, Java, Python, .NET. Okay, for databases, we have the databases. Nowadays, most of the stuff is in the cloud. Now, once the development team, they build all the features. What they're doing, they're building all the features. loans, mortgage, investments, and everything. Now they say, hey guys, look, you have to test all the features. Now, what the testing people will do? The testing people, even before the development hands over, what they do? They are going to prepare test cases to execute, to test the scenarios. Maybe let us say these developers are building some credit card payment, credit card payment. So what the testing people will do? Maybe in the interest of time, hey, write the test cases and test data along with the test execution plan for the credit card payment. We will be extensively using the chat GPT. Now, here, what the testers will be doing based on the business requirements, they are going to write the test cases and they are going to, it's assuming some stuff. Look at the test data. So have Visa card, card number, this approval. Look at that. These are all the test data to test the application. So they're going to come up with all these things. Functional test cases, requirement verification, expiry validation, CVV length, amount rules. They have to try all these things. Look at this one. Visa happy path, blah, 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 and challenge lot of scenarios. Yeah. So while the developers are don't think that the testers will be keeping quiet while the developers are doing development. So they have to come up with the test plans, build the test data. They have to write the test cases. Now, once the developers hand overs the code, so against the code, the testers they are going to execute the test cases. If they see that any defect, for example, the CVV number is 3 and the business requirement says that if the CVV number is 4, don't accept. So the testers they added 1, 2, 3, 4 as a CVV number, and still there is no the payment is getting processed. Example. So that is a defect, right? That is not working according to the business requirement. So now they say that hey guys, look, this is a defect. CVV is not working properly. Please fix it. Now the developers what they do? They're going to check the code again. They will fix it. Now they say, hey, we fixed the code. We have done the bug fixing. Can you please redo the testing? Can you please redo the testing? How the testers will log the defect? For example, they use this tool called Jira tool, which all of us we are going to extensively use in our classes. This is most widely used tool called Jira. Even if you open the job descriptions, let us say job got posted last 1 week alone. And if I just type, for example, here, let's say, I'm just type not Jira, right? Jira. Here you see experience with the tools such as Jira and Confluence. I just opened Agile Project Manager. So Jira tool, lot of job requirements, junior business analyst. Yeah. So look at this one, exposure to the Jira tools. Whether you are a business analyst or a project manager or a delivery manager, this is number one tool used by the organizations across the globe. So all of us, we are going to master the tool extensively. But for now, what happened? The testers, the CVV number is functionality is not working. So the testers, they are going to let us say I'm the tester. I'm going to create, just 1 minute. Whenever we want to create, click on create. And in this particular project, so there is a bug occurred. So what is the bug? So bug is CVV is not working as intended. Clear? Create. Now this bug, what I'm doing, I'm going to assign to I'm going to assign to someone, to the developers. Let us say this guy Abhishek is the developer. Now what Abhishek is do? Oh, this is really high important. He's going to take into the he's going to take the work. So and then the CVV is not working, and he's going to fix it. And then again they say that, oh, this now can you do the redo the testing? They do the testing, blah. So this is how the work is being tracked, logged, tracked. Cool. This is the testing phase. Now, once we ensure that all the features are defect free, what we will be doing? It's free, it's done. So then we will be releasing to the market. We will be making it available to the public. So that's the major stage is release, meaning that public customers like you and me, we can start making use of the banking portal. Maybe I will be using from my mobile phone. This guy might be using from the desktop. Some people might be using from the laptop, whatnot. So now the banking is providing the services, digital services we are talking about. All good, Lakshmi. So what is that you are trying to say? Now, what I'm explaining is the life cycle. Life cycle. Here, we understood the housing life cycle, brainstorming, design, development, testing, release, maintenance. Can you compare this one? Almost very closely matching, right? The brainstorming, the business people, they have done the brainstorming, gathered the requirements, and after that, the analysis and design, and then development, testing, release. After releasing, are you not going to care about the customers? Are you not going to maintain your project and services? You need customer care and everything. Maintenance is also required. Exactly the same thing. So this, what are the different stages now in the software? What are the different steps? Software development cycle, requirement analysis, design, building or coding, testing, release, maintenance. Clear? Planning, development, build, testing, release. Performance testing, UAT testing, we'll talk later. It's too early to talk on those things. But we are just covering the software development life cycle, SDLC. In some of the job description, they say, hey, you should have, as a project manager, you should have a thorough understanding on SDLC, software development life cycle, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Cool, good. Now we are understood the different stages that are involved in the software development life cycle. Now, this particular project, listen carefully, this particular project, as a project manager, I can apply two approaches. I can apply two approaches. I can complete these set of requirements in two ways. Let us understand the first way. The first method, the first approach is waterfall approach. Waterfall approach. So in this approach, the always what we do, waterfall has been in the market for last 3 decades. I worked as a waterfall project manager way back in 2005, 2006 for Citigroup client. So in this approach, if you are using the waterfall approach, what we do, so we have the set of requirements. We are going to document all the set of requirements. What we do for the entire set of requirements, we are going to do the design. Listen carefully. For entire set of requirements, because we have all the requirements here. I will also show you one of the waterfall project. This is old one, actually, old project requirement, but look at the what the business requirement document. Don't worry about the content, but look at this. The business people, they came BRD. Look at this. Business requirement came up with a mortgage request project. So these are all the set of requirements. So what they have done, the business people, they gave this set of requirements. So these requirements is 1 to 100. Now they said that, oh, I was the project manager. Lakshmi, look, you have to complete the project. Yeah. Now I have to complete all the set of requirements in one go. I got the requirements. So after analyzing the requirements, I told them that it's going to take 2 years. They agreed. Now what we have done, we started with the design, and then after that we have done the development for around 1 year, 2 months. Why it is taking too much of time? We are trying to build entire features, all the functionalities. We want to go to the market in a big bang way. And then we have done the testing. So when exactly we started the project? We started the project in 2025 and we completed the project in 2027. Big project. Cool. Nice. So we made that project available to the public in 2027. Good. All right. This is how the waterfall approach works. We aim to complete all the requirements in one go, deliver a project, right? For example, the bridge. Are you going to deliver bit by bit? No, right? You have to complete the entire bridge, make it available to the public. What about the house? Are you going to tell that, oh, this is the garage, you can start using it? No, right? You need the entire house. Then only we can start living. So the approach is also same here. So we have to complete all the set of requirements and complete. We have done that one. But unfortunately, listen carefully. Unfortunately, whatever the assumptions that we made here, whatever the assumptions the business people they made here, that it will be working according to the customer needs, they are not working with this approach. Why? Because the needs of the customers are changing drastically. All our needs are changing. Yes or no? Customer requirements are changing. Let us say if I why requirements are changing? Maybe I'm just taking this example. Maybe some of you are laughing, some of you might be laughing. So I'm just taking one example. I don't know if some of you have seen this one, maybe very new generation if any of you joined. So here, what we have done, let us assume that we are here in the year 2010, and we use lot of high-end technology, lot of research and everything. And we completed the delivery in 2025. So we took close to 10 years to manufacture and everything. So in this 10 years, our needs got changed, yes or not? Maybe here they are relevant because we want to communicate, we want to text. At that point of time, it is a wow, wow. But when we delivered the product to the market, right? What about, are we satisfying the needs of the customer? Everybody will say, "Hmm, who is using this one? Who is using these phones?" Because needs got changed. We want to do the mobile banking, we want to watch the movie, we want to watch the sports, we want to do everything with the phone. Yes or no? The needs of the customers are changing. So here we started building the maybe physical cards, credit cards, debit cards, payments. Maybe in 2027, the customers are using only the palm scan payment. They are using only the palm scan payment, right? So these are the payments. And 2027, everything is changing. So market conditions are changing, customer requirements, customer needs are changing. So this approach is not working. There is a high risk. I invested a lot of money. Look at that, my money. What happened? I invested more than $10 million and expecting a good returns after 2 years. But what happened? We completed all the requirements, but the feedback that we are getting from the customers is, your banking product is not that great. So only 30% of the features are good, making making it valid to the relevant needs of the customers, and 70% of the features they are no longer relevant, not applicable, or nobody is ready to use. That's a huge risk. Agree or not? So with the time, you have to understand that with the time, you are embracing the risk. Always remember this golden statement. The longer the duration of the delivery, the more risk that you are embracing for. Agree or not, all of you? The longer the duration of the delivery, the more risk you are embracing for because the customer needs are changing, market conditions are changing. What are the market conditions? 3 or 4 years back, we were not talking about the security issues. But now what is happening? If you just go to the news and if you just say cyber security news, and you will be seeing a lot of news. 8 hours back, business estimation, predicting cyber security before it happens, super funds, lot of attacks are happening. So it is very important to build the features which are safe from the cyber attacks, super funds plan, cyber seed. Now everybody is talking about cyber security. Everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Everyone is talking about uh, machine learning. Everyone talking about cloud. But before don't have that. So the market conditions also changing. Customer needs are changing. So if you are trying to aim to deliver the requirements over a period of time, they may or may not work according to the customer needs at that point of time. That's one of the major risk with this approach, waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology. Yes, sir. And longer time to the market. We are taking too much of time to delivery. We started in 2025 and 2027. How much of time you are taking to deliver your product? It is time to market. Time to market. Clear? Time to market. Client feedback. When we are getting the feedback from the customer, whether my product is working in the market or not, after 2 years, I'm getting the feedback. It's already too late. Already too late. Boss, what about my return on investment? I invested a lot of $10 million, right? For a period of 2 years. When I am getting my return on investment, after 2 years, I am getting my return on investment. We call ROI. How much I'm not doing any charity here. I am doing a business, a banking business. I'm investing money. I want to get the returns on my money. Return on investment, ROI. When I'm getting my ROI after 2 years, because the customers are using my services only after 2 years. Clear? Not suitable for large complex project. Rigidity, flexibility. For example, we are seeing the cybersecurity attacks and everything. So our organization has decided, oh, we have to push the cybersecurity features. It's very, very important. We have to implement cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. Here, when we decided to implement cybersecurity here, but this is difficult. Why? Because we have done the upfront design for all the entire features. So if we have to add any change, if we want to add any change in the middle of the project, what we have to do? We have to redo the design. We have to redo the development. We have to redo the testing. So here we are missing the market timelines. We are missing the budget. Overall projects are failing. Overall projects are not meeting the customer need. What overall projects are not satisfying the needs of the customers. That's a problem. We have a problem in our hand because this approach is not really working for the latest software projects, the waterfall methodology. If the requirements are very clear, still even now today, I can apply the project management techniques to build the bridge, to build the house. Definitely yes. But what about to building the latest complex projects like software projects? Definitely a challenge. Agree or not? We need different approach. This is one approach. We need different approach. We need an approach which is much more flexible, which is agile. Agile. Agile is nothing but flexibility. How well we respond to the changing customer needs, how well we respond to the changing marketing conditions is very, very important, extremely important for all the organizations. Agree or not? Now let us see how we can execute the same project. Remember, Paul is a project manager. Paul is using waterfall methodology. We have seen various challenges. Now let us use agile methodology, how we can overcome these challenges. Now let us move to different ways of working. All good. Don't worry about the slides. I don't like reading the slides. I will share all the material with you guys. Okay. But I don't like reading the slides. Understanding the concepts clearly is very, very important. Have questions, just ask. Okay. I will address your questions in the chat window in 15-20 minutes. Please wait. Now I am setting up a new setup here. Good. We have seen the challenges. waterfall project and everything. Now let us understand how this project can be executed in Agile. In Agile. Now, so we have the business people. The business people are here. The business people, they gather the requirements, business requirements, legal requirements, regulatory requirements, security requirements, data requirements, plenty. Good. Now in Agile, what we do, are we going to deliver all the requirements in one go? It will take too much of time, my dear students. It will take too much of time. That's what our experience shows here with the waterfall approach. It's taking too much of time, right? Okay. Now what I will do, maybe, yeah. Now, if we want to, the main catch here is we want to engage the customers as early as we can for various reasons. I want to get my money early, return on investment. I want to get the customer feedback early. I want to see how my product is performing in the market early. I want to get the feedback. I want to mitigate that risk. Okay, so what is that main catch? What is the main problem here? The time. With the time, the risk is proportionately increasing. I have to mitigate the time. I have to mitigate the time. So rather than delivering a value to the customer here, I have to deliver value to the customer here, value to the customer here, here. Now, if I want to engage the customer, for example, after 2 years, right? Maybe I want to engage the customer at the end of November. So I have to deliver something meaningful and valuable which will satisfy their need. Then only they will come. Maybe I deliver out of all the list here, accounts, loans, payments, insurance. What I do, we prioritize what really matters most and we deliver accounts. So customer will start using accounts. We deliver loans, customer will start using loans, payments like this. So we will be delivering value. This is the approach. So in the agile approach, what will we be doing? So first we are going to build a, a plan, a strategy, a roadmap is very, very important. All of us, we are going to build the roadmap. The roadmap is going to look like this. We are going to, 1 minute here. We are going to build the roadmap. What is this particular tool? There is another tool called Confluence. This is also widely used across the globe for documents. Like for example, when you open the job description, I think somewhere we have seen, right? Jira, Confluence, uh, here, Jira. Yeah, here you see experience with the project management tool, Jira and Confluence. So this is a second tool I'm introducing to you already. So this Confluence tool is used for documentation. So what is that we need to document? First, we need to understand the problems of the customer. Who are our customers? What are the problems? How we are going to solve? Are we going to solve entire set needs of the customers in one go? It will take ages and customer needs are changing. That is the reason at least we need to plan what we want to deliver to our customers for next 1 year. And we need to have a roadmap. A roadmap. Look at this. A project roadmap or a product roadmap like this. Every quarter, what we want to deliver. Roadmap, roadmap. Roadmaps are very, very important. When you look into the job descriptions, when you look into the job descriptions, we'll be talking about the roadmaps, little bit details tomorrow. Don't miss the tomorrow session as well. So when you talk about the roadmap, here you see work with the roadmap. So work with the roadmap. So from setting the strategy to the roadmap to the overall delivery, that's your job. So in Agile, so we need a person who can understand the problems of the customers, who can set up the roadmap, who can talk to the business, and who can write the requirements. Yeah. So what we do, we are going to, first step is understanding the vision, what we want to build, what we want to build. Wait, this is blur. Just 1 minute. And then we are going to have a roadmap, a strategy, a strategy. and we are going to have the strategy, what we want to build, when we want to build, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Now, this guy is going to participate in the meetings with the business people and then gather the requirements and write the requirements here, write the requirements. Now, what is that we are trying to satisfy? We are trying to satisfy the needs of the customer. So the requirements will be represented according to the customer needs. And these requirements will be added in the backlog. We call it as a backlog of items, a list of to-do things. What is a backlog? List of to-do things. Now, are we going to complete all in one go? No, right? We are going to complete in shorter time cycles to mitigate that risk. So this is a time cycle for November. This is the time cycle for November, right? So in the month of November, maybe we are going to take few requirements, few requirements like this, and we need a team to complete the requirements. So now I am adding developers who can do the front end development, back end development, design, everything. So we have the developers here. Now, in order to deliver the value, what we have to do? We have to do the design, development, testing. Then only we deliver the value. So at the end of the November, I can engage the customer. We release it. We release it, meaning that I am engaging the customers here. The customers can use, for example, savings account, business accounts, login functionality, blah, blah, blah. So who will be doing? The developers will be doing. Similarly, we understand the needs of the customer for December and we pick the work from the backlog. We pick the work from the backlog. We do the design, development, testing. We complete. We engage the customer. We release. We release. Iteration after iteration, cycle after cycle. We are repeatedly doing. Why we are doing this one? Why not one-time delivery? One-time delivery is causing a lot of trouble. So that is the reason we changed our approach. We changed our strategy. We are aiming to deliver value continuously to the market and engaging the customer, delivering the customer. And in doing so, we are also taking the feedback continuously, feedback. And we are also checking if our product is working in the market according to the changing needs of the customers or not. Let us say in the middle, like for example, in the earlier case, we want to have the cybersecurity implementation. That was a challenge because we have done the upfront functionality for all the requirements. But in here, are we going to do the design for all? No, we are doing design for the requirement which really matters most to the organization and to the customer. If you have the cybersecurity, so for example, this is the cybersecurity enhancements according to the latest attacks, cyber enhancements, we will prioritize that and we will pick it up and we start working on it. No drama. So it is very, very flexible. So we are going to prioritize what matters most and we are going to pick that work. We do the design development testing. Can we understand from the real-time implementation perspective? So we have list of things to do. This is the Jira tool, which you are going to use. Yeah, so here, I showed you, right? Okay, now let's not worry about that. So we have in the Agile, what we do, this is the list of requirements, business requirements. Are we going to complete all the requirements in one go? No. What we do, we prioritize what is really, really important for our customers. For example, biometric authentication is important. I'm going to keep it to the top. This is important. Hey, this is important as well. Hey, this is important as well.
Can I ask
Palm
a
scanning.
question?
Just 2 minutes, please. You can ask. Okay, so we are prioritizing what matters most to the customers. Then what we are doing, we want to deliver in the month of, for example, December sprint. Yeah, we create, don't worry about the terminology. So we take whatever is really important for the customers and we start our work and we distribute the work. The developers are there, right? So the developers, look at this one. So the developers are distributing. Rajni is there, and then we have, so we have, who is guy? Tikere. Tikere is there. So they are going to complete. So they do the design, maybe they do the design, development, testing, they do the deployment release. Once it is done, they release, complete, complete, done. Again, they go to the backlog. They pick up what is really important. Oh, this time the cyber security stuff is important. So they're going to pick up. So this is the new ways of working. This is the new ways of working. What are the advantages? The advantages is I'm engaging the customer early. I'm engaging the customer early, releasing the value to the customer early, taking the feedback early. And what about my return on investment? Of course, I'm getting it right. Customers are depositing the money. I'm getting the return on investment early as well. Do we have any risk? Of course, there is a risk. I'm not telling that this approach is completely safe, but at least we are drastically mitigating the risk. With the waterfall, with the waterfall approach, this is the risk. How much risk I'm taking? This much risk. But with agile, I'm taking this much risk, this much risk. And if you see the strategy, Samsung phone or any successful product in the market, they are following the same approach. Why the Samsung or iPhone or TV or smartwatches continuously releasing the product to the market? Not for fun. They want to continuously satisfy the changing needs of the customer. Maybe iPhone 10, take the feedback. Maybe iPhone 16, take the feedback. People that said that, oh, the device is overheating. Yeah, we are not going to stop. We are going to come up with a better version. iPhone 17, S10, S20, S23, TVs, products, everything evolving. All the products are evolving according to the changing needs of the customer. We have to, we must satisfy the customers, changing needs of the customers. This is the only way to succeed in this competitive world. This is not this is nothing but the agility, nothing but the agility. Continuously satisfying the needs of the customer, keeping the customer at the center of the stage, understanding the pain problems of the customers, and satisfying the needs of the customers is very, very important. This is the strategy every organization is using. And even if you see any job description, any part of the world, I bet it just asks the same. It just asks the same. Communicate the vision and manage the backlog. We will talk about all these things here. Uh, Voice of the customers, you will be seeing voice of the users, translate the business requirement into user requirements. Yeah, definition of done and all the stuff we are going to, here you see definition of ready, definition of done. In the class, we are going to do all these assignments. This comes under team agreements. Here you see definition of ready, definition of done. Okay, I don't want to confuse you with the job description. Let us focus on the subject. Okay, now in nutshell, we understood the difference between how the project is executed in the waterfall methodology and using the agile approach also. Agile. So if the requirements are very clear, go for waterfall. And if the requirements are changing, evolving, so go for agile. At a high level, we understood that one. Correct? So we started understanding the waterfall, iterative development, and then we understood the challenges. So to what is the rescue? Agile is there to rescue. Okay, team. So we will take the questions. We will go for a break. After the break, I will help you to understand what are the agile values, principles, and then what kind of methodologies are there. We have various frameworks called Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming. Yeah. Then we are going to understand. I will be helping you to. I will take an example. Then I will help you to understand how the code. What are the different? We'll take a fictitious example. Different departments. What are the roles we need to have in that particular department? Traditional differences between the traditional project manager, agile project manager. Okay, team. We'll do that one. But for now, let me answer your questions. We go for a 10-minute break, and after the break, we will continue another 1.5 hour. We'll go for a break, and then again we'll do. So another one more break will be there. Okay, now time for question and answers. Hope all of you are enjoying my delivery teaching style. Please feel free to share your feedback. Please, Ravi, just 1 minute. I'm just going to answer the questions in the chat. And if any of you have questions, please raise your hand. You can unmute and you can ask. Okay, let us follow that discipline. Please. Thank you very much for understanding. I'm going through the chat. Will this class continue after 2 classes? Yes, this is a 5 weeks training program, and first 2 weeks is free. And if anybody wants to register, you can message me on my WhatsApp, and I can allow you to register. Okay. So here you see the vision, roadmaps, epic stories, the planning, execution, prioritization. It's a lengthy one. You haven't seen any material. Materials will be uploaded in the drive. I continuously, Emmanuel, I will be uploading in the drive. You know that. Are we talking about Mohammed? Are we talking about SDLC? Yes, yes, yes. Still, any company uses waterfall approach? Of course, Srinivas, if the requirements are very clear, nothing is there, nothing to stop. Nothing to stop. We can apply the waterfall approach even to the software projects as well. For a housing requirements, we need to have the clear set of defined requirements. For the bridge, we need to have. To launch a project, we need to have a clear set of requirements, waterfall. To do the data migration, we can use waterfall. No problem at all. Yes. Navida is asking Confluence and Microsoft project work in a, what is that? No, what is Microsoft project work in a similar capacity? No, Confluence is mostly for documentation, Navida. Jira is
Okay.
for project management. Okay. So with the help of Gantt chart, you can identify the dependencies and everything. But in our class, later point of time, I will also show you the plugins where we are going to use. That plugin is called the big picture. So in the big picture, we can have the view of the Gantt chart and the project tracking.
Okay, because
And similarly,
In the
mhm.
Microsoft project, it's a software that we can also create like if you might have seen it. I think
Oh yeah,
that's
I
pretty
know
much,
that one. I know Gantt chart and all those things.
yeah, yeah.
But this is more,
Gantt chart and the
this is more real time. Yeah,
so
this is
Confluence
more
is
real time.
better. I just my point is like
No,
if you know the Microsoft project, do you need to learn the Confluence or Confluence is better
yes.
than the Microsoft? Okay.
Yeah, Microsoft project, you will understand better. You are trying to say, hey, Lakshmi, is this Apple better or maybe the
Hmm.
pizza better? We can't really compare those things. They are two different things. Confluence
Okay.
is designed to for the document collaboration. Okay,
Okay.
so in the Confluence, you are going to load the team agreements. We are going to do the retrospections, and we are
Hmm.
going to understand the agile maturity assessments. All these things are practical real time agile. So you are going to document. You are going to see the track actions, tracking, completion of the actions. But whereas the Microsoft Project Plan MPP, you're going to understand the scheduling, dependency
Yeah, yeah.
management, and
Hmm.
everything that's there. So you don't do this one. Here it is for the Confluence. Maybe you can compare that MPP with Jira tool. Jira is the latest tool where you can identify the dependencies, where you can
Hmm.
plug in the extra dependency mapping as well.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
we'll
Thank you.
come back.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you, Navita. I don't have access to the drive. Surely click on request access and I will approve your access. What's the difference between the high level requirements and a low level requirements? High level design, low level design. When you're talking about requirements, maybe I'll just, when you're talking about the requirements, Francis, please see my screen. We want to build a banking portal. We gathered in a workshop and we are trying to define the requirements at a high level. So we want to do the mobile banking completely redesign. Yeah, we want to do the mobile application redesign. Are we going to detail the steps? No. We want to improve the biometric authentication. We want to build biometric authentication, not a detailed design. And then that's a high level. Now, when you're coming to the detail low level, we want to do the biometric authentication. Yeah, high level. Low level, we want to do the palm scanning. We want to enable our customers using fingerprint face scan. We want to help our customers to disable the biometric authentication setting up. These are all the detailed set of requirements. And still, you can go further details as well into tasks, which we are going to understand later point of time. So you see the cloud migration, multi-factor authentication, completely real-time practical project examples I'm going to cover as we proceed. Okay. Can I get the recording through email? Janet, definitely yes. The recording will be there. All the live class recordings will be uploaded in the Google Drive. So yeah, here this is the live class recordings. For October batch, I already created. Where is this October batch? Here. So you're going to find the live class recording here. I will be uploading and sharing with all of you. Okay. We do the Azure data engineering, cybersecurity. That's the reason you are seeing all the stuff. Azure data engineering, the batch has just started 2 days back. That's where you see building up the pipelines, copying the data and all the stuff. Okay, okay, let's continue. Okay, moving to the questions. A method or a tool or a framework? I also don't know, Stephen. Let us wait for the session after the break. You will have a better clarity what Agile is. But till now, we don't have that clarity. I'm just using the Agile, but what we just understood that at a high level, it's more about the flexibility. Yeah, let's wait after the break. Are we going to learn the Azure DevOps tool for the project management at a high level? In the class, Sakina, I'm going to teach the Jira extensively. Once you understand how to use your Samsung mobile phone, it won't take too much time for you to use iPhone. Yes. So similarly, the market leaders in the market is we have Jira and we have the Azure DevOps as well. So we are going to extensively use the market leader Jira, and Azure DevOps is very much similar. But at a high level, I will teach. 50% companies use Waterfall. Not correct. No. Do we have to learn how to build platforms? How much of Jira knowledge a person need to know? Look, I can't gauge it with the scale, but whatever the companies is asking, definitely you're going to, let us say, after this particular training, you can rate yourself in the Jira 8 out of 10 easily, confidently, because I'm going to give a lot of assignments. Like, for example, if you see week 2 assignment here, not the GRC, this is the week 2 assignment. So you're going to log into the Jira. All of you will be given access to the tools, Jira, Confluence, and everything. You're going to write the epics, you're going to write the story, you're going to write the acceptance criteria, and in the market exactly wherever you are from, so they are going to look at this one, user story, acceptance criteria. Any, you pick up any job description, you pick up any location, and maybe I'm just picking up from India, product owner, whatever. So here, look at this one, prioritize the backlog, meditation making. Here also they're asking about the Jira tool. Yeah. So that's what we will be doing, all these activities. Cool. Let's move on. Surya is asking, decides the timelines, requirement, prioritization, agile team executes. Uh, A close yes or no. For now, let us keep it, Surya. It all depends. Prioritization. Right now, we don't have the project manager. Right now, we are having the project manager activities are spread across product owner, scrum master, which you will be understanding towards end of today's class. Google Drive link, Sumati. Please, if you don't have the links, please message me on my WhatsApp number +61 41 251 6364. This is my WhatsApp number. I live in Australia. That's the reason +61 is the country code. Or you can go to the Google and just type my number +61 41 251 6364. And the phone is with me. You can always ring and you press enter and you see lot of pages from Google about me. Okay, cool. Will we get the assistance if you have the problems in attempting? Yes, you have all. I already sent you the week 1 assignment. You're going to get wonderful assistant from a lady called Rajni. So October assignments, review, help, Rajni. I am there. She's a gold medalist working from India. So very good lady working with me for last 2 years. You're going to get plenty of help and a good assistant on the WhatsApp group as well. So here, for example, October 2025. No, let me go to August 2025. August 2025. This is the previous group. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. So people are guiding me on the Naresh. So you look at this here, the group batch completed, but we are not going to leave them like that. We are going to assist with the CV templates, reviews, and yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask. I said, "My congratulations. I wrote PSM certification. It was success score is 97.5." Yeah, yeah, no surprise. A lot of students they get that one. Yeah, so definitely you can always ask questions, and I share a lot of job opportunities as well. By the way, when it reminded me, I also run a Telegram channel. In case if any of you are interested, you can join this Telegram group as well. So this is the Telegram group. Close to 6,000 people are there. Invite via link, copy. What I do, I don't post any chunk. For example, today, this is today, yeah, October 2025. Just now I posted here, remote, completely remote Scrum Master, project manager. 6 openings are there, completely work from home, and hands-on Jira and Confluence. And this is the email ID. And this guy works with me. He also posted a project manager, and I think Richmond area, Naresh. Yeah, in case if any of you are already a project manager, send your CV to me. I will push. I know him personally. He works with me. Okay, I'm just sending this link in the chat. You can install your Telegram and join. And I have been managing this one for last many years, 4 years here. And then plenty of students here, they got very good job offers. Old students, they got all the job offers, from USA, UK, Canada, Africa. So a big, large scale. Okay, cool. All good. Nice. Any questions? Mm, The difference between waterfall and sprints is mainly breaking into set of business requirements into release. So we can say each sprint itself is a waterfall, not really kind of a waterfall, a mini waterfall. Yeah, we will come to that debate. It's a good, interesting point you brought, Asif, but we will discuss a bit later point of time, bit too early, because we don't know the sprint, we don't know the purpose of the sprint, everything. So we have to understand that duration of the sprint, goal of the sprint, what are the events and everything. Yep. Fanny is asking, this is regarding the cost budgeting for the project, at which phase it is planned, who decides it. So cost budgeting, when you're talking about Fanny, about a project, when we get the RFP request for proposal, okay, 1 minute, Fanny, what I'm going to do, I always try to show the things in a practical way, but some information is a bit sensitive. I am you will be learning a lot. I frequently do the pausing as we progress because I have a lot of ongoing things which will make you really understand the real time, real most happening projects. Okay, who will prepare the BRD? Customer? I don't know. Let us see. So let us understand the difference between the BRD, requirement gathering, and all the things. But for now, it depends on the context, right? So the business requirements comes from the business people, in simple words. So the business comes from the business people, regulatory requirements, legal requirements, customer care requirements. So whoever is having the needs requirements, they are going to prepare a requirements by business requirement document. All right, cool. Let's go for a 10-minute break. And then after that, we are going to, excuse me, we're going to understand the agile values, principles, various different frameworks, different roles, how the project manager activities got spread in agile. All right. So before the break, we understood the software development lifecycle, waterfall approach, the agile approach. We have seen how agile is uh, solving the challenges that we faced with the waterfall approach. Now, let us understand a little bit more in detail about agile. Some of you asked, what is agile? Is it a framework? Let us see that. Now, this agile methodology is very high in demand in the market. Any part of the world, you just type agile here, and you will see various roles under agile. So this is from India. Let's say some of you joined from UK, middle of the night. So you have the jobs here, and some of you joined from Spain here. join from United States, of course, bigger market, bigger numbers. Even project managers also, now they are tagging as agile project managers. Agile project managers. Okay, let us understand what is this agile, what about agile scrum master, agile project manager, agile product owner, agile business analyst. Everything is being prefixed like our surname, agile. What is this agile all about? Good. As usual, attention please. Now, way back in year 2001, not now, what they have done. So at that amount of time, so the organizations already started experiencing the challenges, the delayed deliverables, needs of the customer slowly started changing. Customers became tech savvy, the projects are failing. So we have to come up with a solution. So this group of developers, sorry, okay, researchers rather, they combined together and they have done the brainstorm in USA Utah region in 2001, and they have done the brainstorming and they come up with a solution, and they named that solution as agile. Flexibility, we have to be more flexible rather than rigid because everything is changing. Change is only constant. In future, the change is going to be much more intensive. Change is going to be much more rapid. So we have to be very flexible with respect to the design. Oh, sorry, just 1 minute. So we have to be very flexible with respect to the design, development, delivery. Everywhere we need to have that flexible approach. And they name that as agile development, agile software development. Okay, so they prepared a manifesto, okay, a set of guidelines, a policy document, a set of rules that we need to follow. For example, in my house, we have the rule that everybody has to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We have to go to bed at 9 o'clock in the evening, and we have to ensure that all doors are locked, and we have to ensure that uh, the house is neat and clean every day. Okay, so to manage my house better and to ensure that my house is secure, so we have this kind of guidelines for my children and for my wife and for myself as well. Similarly, these people, they prepared this manifesto, nothing but a set of guidelines. And in that manifesto, they drafted 4 values and 12 principles. At a high level, let us understand what are the 4 values and 12 principles, what they are saying. So let us start with 4 values from the Agile Manifesto. The first value is this one: individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Okay, they try to compare, guys. Right now, you are focusing more on the processes and tools, but we have to focus more on the individuals and interactions. People working together, communicating directly is more important, right? Rather than just following procedures. It could be any individuals. It could be, we're talking about the individuals, so it could be a designer, it could be the designers and the developers, or developers or testers, testers or designers, project manager and designers. Individuals and interactions are more very important. Communication is very important rather than following proper set of procedures. Working software, give more attention to the working software. It's more valuable to deliver something than actually works spent to write the documentation. Customer really care about the value that we deliver. They don't really much bother about the documentation. Do you think what documentation Samsung is using to build the features? No, right? We want to purchase the product and to satisfy our needs. We really don't care about their documentation. So don't spend too much of time in spending documentation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So we need to involve the customers continuously and adjust based on the feedback. Very, very important. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. And then the fourth one is responding to the change over following a plan. So normally in standard traditional project management, we have a standard project plan. We call it as a project plan. So like this, a project plan. So here we have seen, right? I will give you an example in the Gantt chart, like what activity, when we are going to see, you see here, timelines. So this is how typically project managers, they do the planning, proposals, documents, design. Oops, what happened? Design, procurement, construction. So you have to plan. You have to plan the work, the timelines, the risks, budgeting. So rather than having a standard plan, things are changing, right? We need to make the planning much more flexible. So in Agile, what we do, we plan it shorter sprints. Shorter sprints. We call sprint planning. You need to plan that shorter duration. Every 2 weeks, we will be planning. So responding to the change while following a standard plan is very, very important. So what are the four values? In summary, please check. Individuals and interactions over process and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to the change over following a plan. Let us also understand the principles. We are understanding it is just only introduction. The real-time implementation of these values and principles we are going to understand as we progress. Okay. Customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery. The customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery. How you are going to satisfy the customer? So you please satisfy the customer through as early as possible. Deliver the value, satisfy the needs, and continuous delivery. Because it is just a one time, don't think that it is early. Okay, you deliver the value and sit back. You have to deliver continuously. Customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery. Continuously delivery is important because needs of the customer is changing continuously. Welcome the change in requirements, even late in the development, that's okay, but welcome the change in the requirement. Be flexible, open to the change. Be flexible, open to the change. That's what we have seen in real time when we have the cybersecurity change, though it was not planned because of the attacks, because of the regulatory requirement. Let's say, for example, you see that UK government, cybersecurity, communication, recent communication, lot of attacks are happening. ANC primaries, you see, National Cybersecurity Agency, Child Agency, blah, 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 and all those things. They communicated recent changes. We have seen the cyber attacks on Marks and Spencer, Harrods, lot of. So to they have to bring the awareness. Every organization has to bring the awareness to the employees, not to click any suspicious links. For example, we have to use multi-factor authentication, for example. So those changes, they are just recently coming. So we should welcome the change in the requirements. It comes. Deliver working software frequently. As I said, even though it is small, no matter whatever small, so deliver the software, deliver the software, deliver the software. Business and developers must work together frequently. Earlier, in the old ways of working, we have the business people. write the business requirement document, they deliver to the IT, the project manager, and they say that, oh, it is their headache how they deliver. But throughout the project, if they are not collaborating, the developers, what they do, they will be progressing with lot of assumptions. What will happen? The expectations and the reality changes if they're not working collaboratively. The business person asked this, they went with it, and they prepared something like this. The business people will be upset. At the end, they see, oh, guys, we asked this, and you guys have built this because they're not working collaboratively. Build a project around motivated individuals. So earlier in the old ways of working, when I was working as a senior delivery manager for like I work for Tech Mahindra and other companies, example. Uh, so here I used to feel like I'm the boss, I'm the superhero, I'm the head, and everybody has to listen to me. And in many of the organizations, this is the hierarchical structure, the top-down approach. Whatever the top management decides, everybody has to follow. What will happen if they challenge? They may be fired. So that's the reason everybody keep quiet, and most of them they keep quiet and they just do listen to the senior management, and they do whatever they are getting asked to do and get the salary. This happens in many of the organizations. But in Agile, we change that culture. We form the team. Everybody is on the same level, and we trust the people to get the work done. And here, either a project manager or a scrum master, we need to trust the team, encourage the team, have the right courage, have the courage to challenge the status quo. Yeah, face-to-face conversations always better rather than communicating on the emails, misunderstandings. Working software is the primary measure of progress. How you're going to measure the progress of the particular project or a product? So you're going to measure based on the how much of value we delivered. So no need of don't think that, oh, we have done this much of documentation, we have done this much of reporting. What really matters most is, as I told, how much of value we deliver to the customer. How do you how do you measure the value? We will understand later point of time. Maintain the constant pace indefinitely. That's very, very important. Maintain the constant pace. So don't go for like 1 week of delivery, 10 months of delivery, 2 weeks of delivery. So in Agile, we call the short time blocks duration as sprint. Sprint. That's why I said. So normally in many of the organizations, you will be seeing a 2 weeks of sprint, a constant pace. Continuous attention to the technical excellence is very, very important. So technically also, we need to keep a close watch. For example, uh, code reviews, testing, good design. So all these things are very, very important. Continuous attention to the technical excellence. Okay, team. And here you see, art of maximizing the amount of work not done is important. Focus only on what is necessary. Avoid over engineering. Okay, instead of building a full-blown reporting tool, so we can just build what really matters most for the customers. Art of maximizing the amount of work not done. So you have lot of backlog items. Sometimes some of the items may not be required. So we have to prioritize. We have to understand what really matters most. Business people might be coming and asking a lot of stuff, and I have to analyze, prioritize, and deliver what really matters most to the customer and organization. Self-organizing teams produces better results always. So earlier in the waterfall ways of working, the team is not self-organizing. They are siloed. They are working as individual departments, testing team, development team, design team. That's not the case in Agile. In Agile, we have the designers, developers, testers in one team. We make the team Self-organizing. He's a designer, developer, backend designer, backend developer, self-organizing team. Yeah. Let the team decide because they are the one who will be doing the actual work. Let the team decide how to build this one. So we are going to get good solutions from them. Reflect and adjust regularly. The team regularly reflect the retrospection we are talking about, how to improve. Hey, we have completed this work, design, development, testing. What actions we need to take so that our sprint journey is going to be better? We call this as a retrospection, inspections. Again, do the retrospections to make the improvement better. I will show you the real time. 1 minute. Team. So you see the sprint one retrospection. So what are the things we must stop doing because this is not really working for us? What are the things we must keep doing? And what actions? Who has to act? So for example, here Kamala, short daily check-ins, keep showcasing. And we are not going to stop. Again, at the end of December, we are going to come together, do the retrospections, what to improve, action points. Again, at the end of January, we come together and we do the retrospections. Why we are doing the retrospections? To evaluate, to identify the actions for improvement. Identify the actions for improvement. Got it, team? Reflect and adjust. So in summary, what are the 12 principles? Satisfying the customer continuously, welcoming the change in the requirements, delivering the software frequently, business and IT working together, trust the team to get the work done, face-to-face conversations are more efficient, working software is the primary measure of progress, sustainable development, attention to the technical excellence. Okay, later point of time, we will be talking about test-driven development, behavior-driven development, BDD, TDD, engineering practices. Yeah, keep the things simple, self-organizing teams, best architectures come from this, and the team regularly reflect and improve. Got it? So based on these values and principles, so Agile is a mindset following these values and principles to deliver the project more efficiently, to improve together as a team. Why organizations are adopting Agile? Why are they are embracing Agile? Basically, faster time to market. Agile enables rapid delivery and features incremental iterative development. It reduces long development life cycle. So here in the waterfall, we have 2 years long development life cycle, so delivery cycle. But whereas in Agile, faster time to market. In the month of November, in the month of December, in the month of January, we are delivering and engaging the people. But in Waterfall, we are engaging the people here. And Agile allows pivot and add out based on the customer feedback. So here we are getting the feedback and changing the product, delivering, changing the product, delivering. But here the feedback is here. Improved customer satisfaction, continuously delivering. And we are taking the feedback, improving the product and delivering. So customer is happy. Improved team collaborations, better risk management. So every time we are understanding the risks and taking the risk mitigation. So where you are going to, sorry, where we are going to identify the risk later point of time, maybe tomorrow itself, I will introduce very important concept called a risk register. Risk register. So when you go and then just try for example, you pick up most of the job description. So you will see this keyword called a risk. I just randomly checking roles, define risks, assumptions, risks, identify, analyze risks, requirements, risks, getting it. Agile delivery lead. All these jobs we can confidently apply after our class. Scrum Masters, Agile Scrum Master. Where is this? A remote Scrum Master. Somewhere, yeah. In most of the job description, if you see once they load, you will be seeing in many of the job descriptions, healthcare business analyst. Okay. Okay, team, risk is very, very important. So risks, normally you need to log. How do you identify the risk? What is the risk impact? How do you mitigate that risk? Let us understand it tomorrow. Let's understand tomorrow. But with Agile, we can manage the things in a better way, better risk management. And higher quality products. How Agile is helping the organizations to build higher quality products. For example, in the waterfall projects, I have the business requirements here. For all the set of requirements, we are doing the design, development, testing. So we are doing the entire testing in this window. Sometimes we have to squeeze, we have to compromise on the quality, not doing proper testing, we deliver to the customers. And lot of bugs comes here. Oh, this is not working, that is not working. That's what we call production defects. Defects. How Agile is solving that one? So in Agile, what we do? We deliver the value. For each delivery, we do the design, development, testing. For each feature, we are breaking down large chunk of features into smaller features, doing the testing. Smaller feature, doing the testing. So we are doing the testing for each. Hence, higher quality, cost efficiency, stronger alignment with the business goals. So we are going to understand the business roadmap. So based on the roadmap, what are the requirements we are going to understand? Based on that, we are going to build the value, stronger alignment. Got it? That is the reason organizations are heavily embracing Agile across the globe. Whatever the project you take, maybe a data migration or cyber security, or so Agile is the new ways of working. Agile is the new ways of working. So waterfall ways of working, we call it as old ways of working. Old ways of working. Sometimes in the job descriptions, you will see, hey, you should help our team with the new ways of working. What is that? Agile. And wow, new ways of working. Oh, wow, old ways of working. If you see these terminologies, they're referring to Agile waterfall like this. Now, we have seen the values, principles, and all the stuff, right? So Agile is just like a mindset we all need to have. So this Agile is described by the four values and the 12 principles by the manifesto creators. Based on these values and principles, do they have any structure? We don't have any structure. But many organizations, so what they have done, so for the period of time, they created a structure and they named as Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, blah, blah, blah. Now that we understood Agile and Waterfall, let us see the differences. How we are going to operate in Waterfall? Sequential phases. One phase after another, design, development, testing, release. Documentation focus, highly structured, highly structured. So we are going to have a strict timelines, strict budget, strict well-defined requirements, contractual agreements, highly structured waterfall. So when you're talking about agile, it's more about very flexible, iterative and incremental. So we iterate, deliver, value delivery, delivery like this. Flexibility, it can adapt the change very easily. Customer collaboration, because we are regularly delivering value to the customers and collaborating with the customers. Less documentation. In Agile also we need documentation, but very less. Minimal documentation that will help the team to complete the work. So best suitable for where requirements are expected to change and evolve, especially in the software and technology. Every organization is embracing technology nowadays, yes or not? Every organization is becoming digital. Digital is nothing but online. Online, correct? Oil and gas, banking, infra, pharma, healthcare, all these industries heavily embracing the new ways of working, agile. So sometimes when you see the job descriptions here, I mean like the industries, where is that? Search, entity data, and here CVS Healthcare. So healthcare is embracing this agile, Pegasystems, and Molina. Here you see Medilink, banks, Motorola, you see telecom, Tesco, Harfords, Edico. So all these companies, they're after the implementing agile. If you open the job descriptions, it will be agile only. Lead, Scrum, here you see Scrum, Kanban, junior project manager, they are asking. Here also, the project manager, they want a project manager who can operate in the agile environment. Agile delivery manager who can deliver the projects using agile. Here also you see risks, dependencies. Yeah, here also they you see Jira work management or similar tools. So whatever in the market they're asking, we are going to learn all the stuff. So waterfall and agile. Got it? I will share, I will upload the slides. I'm not going to read line by line. So that is not the intention of this training. Okay. So you can read it in your free time in this week. But at least at a high level, we understood, right? In the interview, if they ask you, hey, why you transition to agile? Or can you explain the difference between waterfall and agile? Agile is more about iterative, incremental. Here, linear and sequential. Highly adaptable changes. It is having fixed set of requirements. Planning, continuous planning. As I said, continuously we will be planning for the sprint, plan for the sprint, plan for the sprint. A detailed planning at the beginning, execution, delivery, delivered in the small workable increments. Tum, tum, tum. Here, delivered as a complete product. Highly frequent and collaboration, frequent feedback, frequent feedback. Here, one-time feedback and limited feedbacks. Less documentation, more documentation, cross-functional teams, teams works on silos like designers, developers, all, and then testers are all managed here. But in Agile, what we do? We have to do the design, we have to do the development, and we have to do the testing. So we split the teams, we make them into cross-functional teams. Tomorrow we will learn cross-functional teams. Very important topic. So as I told you earlier, the ri- risk is directly proportionate to the time. So with the waterfall, the risk is proportionately increasing. Yes, this is a release. But with agile, yes, risk is there, but we are limiting the release. We are limiting the risk, this much of risk, not this much. Yes, the iPhone 17 have a lot of complaints from the users related to the overheating. That's fine. We take the feedback and we are coming up with a better product. Got it, team. Waterfall, very, very big because we're aiming to deliver in one go. Agile, much easier. We are going to break down into smaller chunks and identify what we want to build, write the requirements, deliver. So here later point of time, we will see how we are going to break down the entire project into list of epics, entire project into list of meaningful, valuable features. And then that epic, we are going to break down to some detailed set of requirements like this. Customer care requirements or cloud migration project or modern personalization. Look at this. Got it, team? Mm. So now, based on these agile values and principles, I told you, right? We have various. methodologies and frameworks evolved over a period. So some of them are Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming. Very frequently you will be seeing in the job descriptions, and SAFe. What exactly are they? Let us see. At a high level, right? In detail, we will understand it from tomorrow. Scrum, basically Scrum is a framework. So two of the people from the Agile manifesto, they created this framework and they named that framework as Scrum. Okay, used to build the product in shorter iteration called sprints. So they named that shorter iteration. The Agile manifesto says, oh, we have to deliver the value frequently. How frequently? Every 6 months, every 1 year. So they said, no, maximum of 4 weeks, please try to deliver value. These two people, they have done the research, Ken and Jeff. And this they named this as sprint. Name this as sprint. So, and they also created a role. Okay, to deliver a value, we need Scrum Master, product owner, developer. So the product owner will be there. So the product owner, let's go there. So to deliver the value, we need to have the role Scrum Master, product owner, and developers. So what the product owner will be doing, the product owner will be understanding the needs, build the roadmap, meet the business people, write the requirements in the Jira tool, prioritize the backlog, clearly explain the requirement to the team. Okay, this is one role in the market, product owner. Scrum Master will be doing, Scrum Master will be managing the teams, getting the work done, manage the dependencies, and also risks, help the teams, basically do all managerial admin activities which will help the teams to get the work done. It, we have the developers as well, where the developers do the design, development, testing. So they named this as Scrum framework and they created three roles: Scrum Master, product owner, developers. All right, team, that's Scrum. And in the Scrum, they also created meetings, which we are going to understand. So when to use this Scrum framework? Ideal for project when requirements are not clear, when requirements are changing, when we want to build a product, software project, we can make use of Scrum framework. So if you just, instead of Agile now, here, if I just type Scrum, now you will see various roles under Scrum. Scrum Master, Scrum Master, Scrum Master, Agile Professional, Data Scrum Master, Product Owner. Look at the Product Owner. Some of you joined from India. Scrum Master, you see here, Specialist Scrum Master. Australia, Product Owner, Assistant Project Manager, Project Officer, Scrum Master, Product Owner. Yeah, these are all the roles. Scrum is number one framework that is widely used by the organizations across the globe. Across the globe. Now, another framework we have is methodology. We have is Kanban. What is the difference between methodology framework? We'll talk later. Kanban is a methodology. Basically, it is a visual flow. It is a visual flow, workflow management, workflow. So it has a to do in progress done columns, limit the work in progress, continuous flow. In Scrum, we are doing the iterative delivery, value, value, value. In Kanban, we go for continuous flow, continuous value delivery. I will show you. I will also teach you Kanban as well. This is a support and maintenance project. Come on. Sorry, team. So this is a maintenance project. Look at this Kanban board. Kanban emphasizes on the continuous flow. We don't have any concept called sprints here. Continuously we deliver the value and we release. We release like this. When we want to release, let's say for example, I want to release on next Friday. I just say 31st October release, released. And these items will be out. Okay, so look at this. Where can we see? So when we go to the releases, released, look at this. All the release items, you can see it here. So that's how the Kanban operates at a high level. In Scrum, we operate in the sprint level, like from the list of items, we pick up what is just really important based on the capacity, we deliver. Again, we pick up, we deliver. Whereas Kanban, continuous flow. Okay, that's at a high level. We are going to understand in depth later point of time. I'm just introducing the terminology. That's all, my dear students. Okay. And we also have extreme programming, another small framework for software developers, where you are going to focus on quality delivery. Look at here, you have the concepts of the pair programming. Okay, pair programming. So we have the concept of driver and navigator, test driven development. Normally we see the so what we do? We do the design and then we have to do the development. So based on the developed code, these testers, what they do? They do the testing. So here testing comes after the development. In the test driven development, so what we do based on the business requirement, the testers, what they do? They write the test cases. So now here the developers, they are going to write enough code to pass the test gate. This is the code. And then they're going to pick up another case. They're going to write enough development to pass this test case. And they're going to take another test case. They write this code. And they're going to change the code, refactor the code. So the development is heavily based on the test cases, test driven development, TDD. And we also have the continuous integration, technical terms. Don't worry about this. Okay. Frequent releases. This basically XP is very good for technical teams. Technical teams. They have to follow these practices, which will really help them. Okay, cool. Some questions are popping up before they pile up. Let me quickly answer them. Sonia, please give access to the drive. Sure, Sonia, please message on my WhatsApp uh, requesting the drive access. I will approve it. And please ensure that whatever the email that you gave me during the registration, please use the same email. Sometimes people, students, they give one account, they try to access with a different account. Okay. Tarak is asking, Scrum and Kanban also go in hand? Oh yeah, Scrum and of course. Well said, Tarak. Yes. And we can also customize our own framework as well. Towards the end, I will show you. Can you please scenario difference between Kanban and Scrum for better clarity? Too early, too early because we don't, we are not, even we didn't understand in detail about Scrum and Kanban, right? Mm, Basically, Kanban is very good when we have a lot of uncertainty, complete unpredictability. For example, um, let's take the let's take a customer care project example. Customer care project. Okay. Now Scrum says, okay, guys, you need to have a well-defined list of to-do items, and we need to have a proper planning for that, and then achieve the goal. Have a proper planning, achieve the goal. Yeah, that's how the Scrum. But whereas in the customer care project, we have the backlog. Do you know when a customer will raise a concern? When the customer will raise a customer will face a problem? We don't know. But what we understand, as and when customer will face a challenge, we have to log a request and we have to address that request. Otherwise, customer will leave the organization. Simple. Yes. So in this unpredictable situation, Scrum won't work. So we have to go for simple visual management workflow to do in progress done. So whatever is really important, we pick and we take 1 month or 2 months, whatever, testing deliver to do in progress testing deliver. But here by delivering, again, we are starting the sprint at a high level. Okay. But lot of examples down the line when we go in deep. And we also have the SAFE. SAFE is mainly scaled agile framework. Scaled agile framework. So we have to see from the organization perspective. SAFE is implemented for the large teams when you're talking about 40 teams, 50 teams when you join Bank of America or big organizations, National Australia Bank, Westpac, whatever. So that you see big organizations. So how do you scale up the agile values and principles at the organization level? So we have another framework in the market called SAFE. SAFE. Like in Scrum, how we have the roles. Similarly, in SAFE, we have the release train engineer, product manager, architect, solution architect, blah, blah, blah. At a high level, I will teach towards the end. When to use enterprise at the organization level when we have 20 teams, 30 teams, go for SAFE. In the SAFE also, at the team level, the teams will be using Scrum. At the organization level, we will be using SAFE. Got it? Each frameworks, they have a different purposes. So Scrum, best for iterative product development, accounts, loans, payments. We are delivering iteratively. Kanban, best for continuous delivery. Continuously, we are delivering value to the customer. Flexibility. High quality software engineering, good for developers. Best for large scale enterprise adoption. Safe. So which frameworks best fits? It depends on the scenario, team size, complexity, business goals. We all will have a better clarity which framework we are going to implement and use as we progress with our learning. But if you see in the job descriptions, they may ask Kanban, they may ask Scrum, they may ask. So maybe I just type word Kanban, Kanban. Here you see Scrum, Kanban, Safe preferred. This is a project manager, 3 to 6 years. This is the data teams, data, yeah, agile project manager. So it depends, right? So it depends on the teams, organizations. So I started the class with SDLC. Look, highly versed in various SDLC, software development lifecycle, including Waterfall and Agile. Getting it? Agile Scrum Master. It just got posted before our class. Yeah, high reverse. And they're also asking, look at this, they're also asking Jira experience. So whatever I'm teaching, it's all going to be a good 90 to 95% close fit for most of the job descriptions. So if you see the recent survey, look at the market share for each framework. From the survey, we can easily clearly see that the Scrum is the #1 framework used by the agile teams across the globe. We also have Kanban, market share. As Tarak rightly said, a mixed blend of Scrum and Kanban called Scrumban. Market research from version 1. Okay. Mohammed, you have any question?
Isn't Scrum and the iterative method are they the same?
They are same. Like it's just some of the organizations, they may fine tune according to their own, not really comfort, they according to their own, whatever really works for them. For example, in the National Australia Bank, We used Scrum, but based on the Scrum methodologies values, the few of the agile coaches, including myself, what we have designed a new framework called One NAB Lean Agile Framework, ONLAF. So like this, some of the this is a survey actually. From the survey, they said that we are doing an iterative delivery. Somebody raised the hand. It says G Rock. Go ahead.
Yes, Lasky. Just you have to just one clarity again. I know they all have this agile mindset, like methodology for Kanban and Scrum. Are they time just like we have for Scrum? Is it time box? Just like Kanban, do they follow the same time box fashion? Is it a time
Uh,
box?
there is no for
Delivery.
Scrum. We have a strict time box of called sprints.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. In Kanban, we are talking about a continuous delivery. We don't have that concept of the time box duration. So whenever we pull the item, it may take 1 day or 1 month.
So I can
So
go for 3 months. So
yeah, it may go for 3 months as well. There is no time box. However, we have a limit how much we can pull. We call WIP limit, work in progress limits.
work in progress limit. Okay. So
Work in progress limit. Those limits are there, but we don't have any. This is the Kanban board. We don't have any time box duration. This can be in development for 1 month or 2 months. We don't need to close.
so
But when we take the sprint, when we pick up any requirements, for example, here, and when we are in the Scrum, when we are starting, it is going to be mostly a 2 weeks time box. We are starting from 25th of October. We have to complete by 7th of November. That's our goal.
okay.
That's the backlog. Yeah. So there we have the pressure time boxed. So you see here, 8th of November, we have to complete. So, but
Right.
here in the Kanban, we don't have that.
So that would be solemnly the the priority of the, let's say, in the content
Product,
of the
it
project
depends. Yeah,
manager.
if it is a lot, yeah, it depends. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So if a project manager is just gonna go with a to do in progress and done for
In
Kanban.
progress and done for Kanban. Yeah. It depends whether it's a project manager, delivery manager, whoever is leading, whoever is owning, it depends on the roles and responsibility. But in Kanban, we don't have any predefined roles. Like in Scrum, we have predefined role called Scrum Master, Product Owner, where the project manager activities got spread. But in Kanban, we don't have any predefined role. It's very, very easy and simple framework. Its
So
main
would that
emphasis
really
on mm.
would that affect your delivery by the end? Let's say for Kanban.
But that's what I said. It depends, right? Whether you are it using for a support project, customer project, or even the
Okay.
for software building also we can. So we can internally we can have the delivery timelines, and that's where Tarak has rightly said Scrum ban. Some of the organizations also using. So you can implement those Scrum practices into Kanban and make it as a hybrid one.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
All right. Asif is asking in a sprint you can run simultaneously. You need to head count. Oh yes, correct. Yeah, that we call as if parallel sprint. Parallel sprint. Later point of time. Okay, I don't want to go into detail because it will confuse a lot of beginners here. So when we have too many things here, so we have team A, they are running the sprint, and we are having team B. They are also pulling, they are running the sprints. Okay, maybe as a scrum master, you are managing, you are managing these two teams. Happens. One scrum master managing two teams. We call parallel sprints. And here in a single project, we can create multiple boards, multiple boards. This board is for one team, another board for another team. Like this, we can create. And if one team is having support, we can go. So in the single project, I create a Kanban board. I created a Scrum board as well within the single project. How to do this? All these situations, we are going to understand as we progress. Okay. I kindly request you to little bit limit your questions to the topic that we are discussing. Okay, don't ask advance. Advance definitely. My intention is not to discourage you from asking the questions because if I start answering them, it will confuse a lot of people here. I'm happy to answer your advanced questions towards the end, please. Thanks for understanding. So Stanley, when an agile team starts the sprint, can they stop and pick another sprint? Oh yeah, they can do that. Yes. Asif, sorry, I'm not going to answer right now. We will talk a little bit more towards the end. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Moving on. So we understood various methodologies, frameworks. Now let us take the bank. Let's continue with the bank. Now we have a better understanding. Okay, what is waterfall? What is agile? What is scrum? In scrum, what are the roles we have? Scrum master, product owner, developer at a high level. Now let us see in this particular bank, what are the departments we have? So look at the bank. What are the departments in real time, completely real time? When you join the organization now, you're going to find these retail banking. What they do? They open the customers can open the accounts, deposits, loans, cards. That's what retail banking. Corporate banking. I'm running a business, so I have the business account with the bank. So the business clients, finance, trading, share market, treasury, business banking. Data analytics, data engineering, business intelligence, dashboards. That's what the data analysis, fraud detection, credit scoring comes under the data analytics. So these are all the different departments. Cyber security. 1 minute. All right. You see the data analytics and then the cyber security. They are responsible for it. So when you have the bank, it's so you have to understand various department here: cybersecurity department, retail banking department, data department, legal and compliance, payments. They are responsible for this one, and cloud infrastructures. So we have a, this is a third party. Third party is Amazon Web Services. So we need to have a department for third party or cloud service department, customer support department, chatbots, email support, service desks. So we have the customer support. We have innovation department. Look at this for the ABC Bank. Now to manage all these departments, we need to have people, right? We need to have the people. We need to have the developers. We need to have the managers. That's the reason sometimes you see if you are applying for a product owner, they say, oh, a strong understanding in the cybersecurity is preferred. Maybe you're working for the cybersecurity teams and departments. And if you're working for the regulatory requirements and all the stuff, so they may ask you, hey, a good understanding about the GRC background prefer, governance and risk and compliance. We have regulatory frameworks, GDPR. Okay, this is for UK, PCI, payment card industry, any organizations using payments, HIPAA, healthcare. These are all the regulatory requirements. Okay, why I opened this slide? So now we understood various departments, and I will be touch basing all these departments very frequently in our classes. I may talk about data, I may talk about cyber security, I may talk about the legal and regulatory cloud, because in many of the job descriptions you will see here and there most in one way or other. So it's important to start getting used to this terminology. Yeah. Now, so now we have these departments. Now each department definitely we need to have the teams, right? I told you, right? So here we have the data department. For the data department, this is a data product. So we need to have a product owner. We need to have a scrum master slash project manager for managing one or two teams. And we need to have the developers. As I said, We need to have the front end developers and also the back end developers as well. You know the difference between front end and back end? I showed you, right? Whatever we are seeing on the laptop is front end. Not seeing is the back end. We need the engineers and we need the analyst. What they do? They do the data pipelines, reporting, machine learning models. What do you mean by pipelines? Sorry, team. Just 1 minute, yeah. So here, let's say, for example, just 1 minute, team. Okay. So 1 minute, yeah. So this is just the high level architecture, yeah. So you will be having data from various sources, and these data will be loaded into the storages, and then finally it will be analyzed, visualization. This is what we call the pipeline, step by step. Got it, team? Here we call ETL operations. We have to extract the data, we have to transform the data, we have to load the data, ETL operations. So basically this, yeah. Okay, I don't want to go into the data engineering. By the way, if any of you are interested in the data engineering, we have very high demand, very good hands-on training program, technical training program available as well. You can reach out to me. Uh, okay, why I deviated here? Just 1 minute. I think I have seen somewhere data. Yeah, we are talking about the data engineers building the pipelines, reporting, Power BI, and we need the testers. We need the cybersecurity to ensure compliance, protecting the organization. So each department will be having, we need all these people. Agree or not? Agree or not? Yeah, good. Now, to manage these departments, it depends on the project. We may need traditional project managers or agile project managers. That is the reason in the job descriptions, you will see only the project managers with PMP or agile project managers. How we are going to deliver, how we are going to plan. Here, the planning is heavy upfront planning, detailed project scope, strict scope. Where when you are in the agile, it's going to be more about iterative planning. For this particular iteration, you plan the work, you plan the work, you plan the work. Delivery, PMP, big bangs, right? So once we test all the features, we deliver. Continuous delivery in the sprints. Change requests are formal, need approvals. We have the change is expected, backlog reprioritize. Later point of time, I will talk about the change control process or change management. Teams, command and controls. So as a project manager, you're going to command and you control the team, get the work done, assign the task, guys, do this, do this, do this. Here, it's more about empathizing with the team, guiding the teams, enabling the teams for continuous improvement. These are all activities. So here you are going to deliver the scope within the time cost scope, time cost scope. Here, delivering value to the customers continuously. So here you are going to report the status meetings as an agile project manager. So you're going to after at the end of the sprint review, you're going to invite the business people. Hey, can you please come and review? This is the report. Can you please come and review? Can you please come and review? Traditional project manager, agile project manager. So for the banking app development, if you're taking this traditional approach, so this what you will be doing, I want all of you to already start thinking like a traditional PM or agile PM. How you are going to plan? So you're going to create a 12 months plan to build the app. Okay, we want to launch the app in the month of Jan 2027. This is the plan. So now all the requirements are frozen, contractual agreement, app is delivered once after the year. So if the bank wants biometric authentication here, it goes through lengthy change request because we have already frozen the requirements here, signed off. Again, it has to go to the change request process, CR. We call CR, change request. So here, when you're talking about Agile, now rather than delivering the bank app in one go, so you're going to break down that app, and in the first 2 months, maybe you will deliver a login functionality and accounts, and in the by 3 months, the you will be adding maybe the biometric authentication, blah blah blah. You are breaking it down and doing. So this is how you are going to plan. Clear? Traditional PM and Agile PM. House construction. Are we going to use Waterfall or Agile? So here we go for Waterfall. You need to act as a traditional PM. Traditional PM. Okay? Here, traditional PM. What about the mobile banking application development? You go for Agile. Incrementally, you deliver the value, engage the customer, see if they are happy or not, take the feedback, and add more and more features. So traditional project management for the building a house, right? Everything is planned upfront, like blueprints, materials, budget. Project manager role is to control scope, cost, and schedule. So traditional PMPs, you can go for PMP training or PMP certification, especially if you want to work in construction, infrastructure, manufacturing, like this. And you can learn Agile and you can do the Agile certifications like Scrum Master, Product Owner, blah, 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 when you are working in IT, retails, products, startups, innovations, all the digital. So developing a mobile bank, do you know everything upfront? No, you don't know everything upfront. You start with MVP, minimum viable product. And then every 2-3 weeks, you add more and more features. So as an Agile PM, you focus on coaching, removing blockers, enabling collaboration, and how the team is progressing. Okay, that's important. So we'll talk about AI, but just a quick note, right? AI can also help by coaching, like which method to pick up, when to use, summarizing the meeting notes, analysis, impediment detection. AI bots can flag recurring blockers. We will see how this is done, even for the product owners and the project managers. How this is going to help, we will see it in the future classes. It is too early, but I just, for reading purpose, I added these and I will be uploading all these slides in the drive. Okay, team, that's in nutshell about the introduction about the waterfall and agile, a difference between traditional project manager, agile project manager. Now, when you go and see the job description, if they talk about agile project manager, you know what they're asking for. Okay, so you're not going talking about the upfront planning. You are going to talk about the, you're going to think of iterative planning. Facilitate agile project manager. What they're asking, facilitate the daily sprint, maintain clear, up-to-date, communicate, use metrics, track progress, blah, blah, blah. Got it? Got it, team. Cool. Now what we do, let's go for a 10-minute break. Let's go for a 10-minute. Oh, you have some questions. Okay, just let us answer those questions. And then I will straight away introduce you to the Scrum. We will start understanding because from the framework, we have seen that number one framework used across the globe is Scrum. So let us start understanding the framework. And then I will also, what we will do, we will also do the hands-on assignment. I will tell you what is hands-on assignment. Pauline, if you have two teams, do you hold your ceremonies same or separately? Ah, interesting. Interesting, right? We have to hold it separately. Interesting topic. Later point of time, I will give you answer. No, we will understand that detail, Pauline. What does attachment SDLC process? Attachment SDLC process, I will explain. I will explain after the break. I think maybe you are referring to the email that I sent to you. Just 1 minute. I think you are referring to the email attachment. Oh, where is this attachment?
Yeah, Lakshmi, me is one with the
Yes, sir.
I asked that question because I'm already doing the hands-on assignment. I'm already
Oh,
started
you're
it.
already doing. Oh, okay. My apologies.
That's why
I think
I didn't quite
I missed
understand.
to attach. No. I missed to do the attachment. I will
Yes.
attach the document and then I will resend it again. I'm sorry for
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right. And another question I wanted to ask is the Agile Project Manager. Is it a different certification from PMP?
No, it's a PMP is a profession. This yeah, it's a standard project management certification from PMI.
Okay.
But this
So
training
if so so if
this
you
training
take
program will not enable you to complete PMP.
it will not or will.
It will not. It will not. If for the PMP,
What I'm
so you have
asking
to take.
is, what I'm asking
Hmm,
is, for me to get a job as a certified, and for me to get a job as an agile project manager, do I need to do a certification for that particularly?
no, not required.
Okay, so with
You can go with our training and then yeah, with our training having that one because when you are doing the PMP, right, it's more about concepts and we have to strictly follow the guidance given by the PMI and we have to teach the subject accordingly. Now I don't have any collaboration with any organization. I can teach whatever is in the job market. I summarize Jira, Confluence, blah blah blah, all those things. It's a job oriented training program. But PMP is
okay,
really only the certification oriented training program. That
yes,
also we have.
that's what I'm asking. So for the
Yeah,
PMP training, that's separate on its own.
that's a separate on its
If
own.
I'm applying for a job right now, say I'm applying for a Scrum Master slash
Mm,
Agile
yeah,
Project
yeah.
Manager, I don't
Mm.
need a certification
It
for the
is it
Agile
is
Project Manager.
okay. Let me keep it this way.
Apart from
It is it
apart
is
from
not a
this
must to have.
apart from this training you have provided, is more than enough for me to be able to take a job in that role.
Yes,
Okay, that's what I
yes.
want to know. Yeah.
However, this PMP is not a must to have. But if you are applying, if you are having a PMP, it will be a nice to have. It's a good to have on your CV.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm already reading for that. But I
Right.
just wanted to make sure I have this one included to
Nah,
that
yeah,
so
yeah,
that I
yeah.
can,
Mm, mm,
so that
mm,
when I
mm.
apply for Scrum Master project, Agile project manager, with that credential, they'll take you a little bit more seriously. Yeah.
Right, right. Yep, yep, yep. Sure. All good, sir. I will guide you. Good. Tarak is asking if the third party working on the projects, on agile projects with a bank, if the change is expected, backlog is prioritized, how will the team, consulting team charge a Tarak, we will discuss this bit in advanced classes. When you talk about actually when we plan, we will go for the planning. What will happen if the plan is changed, change control process? What are the different steps that is there in advanced classes? We will talk, Tarak. Okay. Agile project manager, there is no certification asset. So in Agile, if you go heavily, we are implementing Scrum, just go for Scrum Master certification. That is good enough. Look, nobody's really much care about the certifications nowadays. Certification is just a matter of money. Sorry to say this one, but that's my honest opinion. So, but your practical ability, that skill is very, very important. That's what in the interview they will see. When you go into the interview hall, they're not going to ask, oh, are you a certified Scrum Master? They will ask you, tell me the challenges that you recently encountered. How do you deal with it? How do you faced and how do you handled? What was the outcome? That's all. And
Okay.
how do you deal with the business people, reporting, stakeholder management, risk management, dependency management, when to use what Scrum framework? This is the interview questions will be revolving around this one. Nobody is going to focus more
I,
on, oh, how you done the certification, what is your score. Maybe the HR
I,
will ask maybe the first
and
round.
all these things you're going to teach us in this class, in this 5 weeks
In this
class.
class, yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All good, all good. Stanley, the end goal of the Agile team is to deliver the value. You showed us if the pick the first one, which is the account login, how will the value to the customer? Yes, Stanley, a minimum value we are talking about. So let us say the minimum value we are defining is we should help the customers to log in. We should help the customers to avail one of the loans. While the customers are logging and making the and using the loans, Meanwhile, we will come up with the, let us say, for example, insurance portal, insurance features, and we deliver. And customers can use the loans, customer also can use the insurance. And then while the customers are using insurance, maybe we can build up maybe wealth management example. So iteratively, we are delivering value customers are using. Yes, super sleepy. Okay, Sakina, if it is getting late, yes. All right, it's just we have only 1 more hour left. So we are going to take a break for 10 minutes and we will cover the Scrum, and the hands-on assignment is going to be interesting. So let's go for a quick coffee break and then we will align. Thank you, team. Starting the recording, pausing the recording. Perfect. So before the break, we understood in detail how can we operate the project in Waterfall and in Agile, the differences between traditional project manager, Agile project manager, and we got not in depth, but at least we got a feel of the tools as well, like Jira, Confluence. Now let us deep dive into Scrum. When you go to the job market, when you just type Scrum, you see a lot of positions across the globe. United States, United Kingdom, and in Australia, all parts of the world. Some of you joined from India, like this. Yeah. So let us understand the widely used Scrum framework. Very, very important. What is this Scrum? So let us start with, where is this? Introduction to the Scrum. So tomorrow we are going to understand the roles very much in detail. Very interesting session. Tomorrow the entire 3.5 hours, 4 hours is going to be completely on the different roles, the product owner role, Scrum Master role, developers role. But I will just give the introduction to the Scrum and we will park. Okay. The Scrum, these are the two people, Scrum creators. Who are the creators? From the, 1 minute, from the Agile Manifesto creators. So who are the, these are the 17 peoples involved in creating the Agile Manifesto. From this manifesto, we have Ken and Jeff. They came together and they decided, okay, these values and principles, they sound fine, but let us give a structure, a proper structure, a guidance so that the people, organizations, they can use this to deliver the value. Okay, otherwise there is there is no structure to the values and principles. They are just very much open. So they named that structure as Scrum, a structure, a framework, basically. Like, like for example, whenever you want to build a house, what is the structure? You will be having the basement, you will be having the pillars, you will be having the roof. This is the structure of a house. Maybe your house, my house. So based on this framework or structure, we are going to customize according to our budgets and needs. My car is having 4 wheels and a steering and accelerator pedal. This is the structure connected. All of your cars will be having the same thing, right? So that's what we are calling it as a framework. And this framework can be customized according to our changing needs and the budgets. Similarly, Scrum is also a framework, a lightweight framework. It's not a heavy one. And the Scrum framework, it consists of the people to do the work. They need to follow certain rules and they have to manage the artifacts. There are certain components which we are going to understand. Each and every component is very, very important. So what is the approach that we are going to take in Scrum? Iterative incremental approach. Very, very important. Iterative, meaning that in the first in the first sprint, in the first sprint, we deliver loans. In the second sprint, we deliver payments. So customers can use payments and they can also use loans because we already delivered. In the third sprints, we deliver, let us say, uh, insurance, insurance products. Customer can use insurance, they can use the payments, they can use also loans. And in the fourth sprint, we are going to do, for example, wealth management, insurance, payments, loans. So Scrum employs iterative, repetitively we are delivering, incremental approach, increment, increment, value plus previous value, value plus previous value. This is the increment. This is the value plus previous value, increment. Why we are doing this one? We want to optimize the predictability. Whatever we are delivering, is it really satisfying the needs of the customer? We want to have the better predictability and control the risks. If you're not delivering something right, let us change it. If you're delivering something good, let us add on top of it. Scrum. So Scrum is founded on three pillars: transparency, inspection, adaptation. Yeah. What is the transparency? Transparency is honesty about the progress, problems, everything is making it clear. We talk about a lot of things on the transparency. And in the Jira also, we will be talking about the dashboards. How do you bring the transparency? So look at this. What are the impediments the team is facing? Okay, blockers. How many requirements are there? How many bugs are there? You don't know anything about project, but looking at this one, you can clearly tell, hey, Lakshmi, I can see that Gauri, she completed 4 requirements. Simply click on 4. You will understand all the 4 requirements that Gauri has completed. Yeah. This is the kind of transparency you have to bring to the organization, making it clear, visibility. Kamala working on 6. So click on Kamala. So you're going to get all the issues that Kamala has worked on. Look at this. She worked on this one, developing design, non-functional requirements. Okay. Transparency, making it clear. Inspections and adaptations, checking examinations and adjusting. Inspections and adaptation. Scrum is founded on 3 pillars. Scrum Scrum is founded on empirism and lean thinking. It is based on 3 pillars. Founded on 3 pillars. Founded on empirism and lean thinking. What is empirism? I said that knowledge comes from experience. Knowledge comes from experience and making decision based on what is observed. Rather than making the decisions based on the gut feel, we are going to take the previous data. We are going to make data-driven decisions. Let me give you a small example. This is from my previous project. Okay, in Scrum, later point of time, we will understand there is a concept called velocity. Velocity is nothing but how much the team has, how much of work the team completed at the end of the sprint. Okay, this is the one. This is the velocity. So here in this particular sprint 42, the team completed around 198. The team completed around 220, around 150. So now the team is starting 57. How much of work they can plan? The team, they are not going to randomly take. Empirism, knowledge comes from experience. The team already gained from the experience. What this particular team has gained on an average, how much they're delivering on an average 150. So they can confidently plan the work up to 150 points. Agree or not? 150 or 160. Okay, predictability, better planning effectiveness, predictability, empirism. Lean thinking is reducing the waste, reducing the waste. If there is any delays, dependencies, automatically it will create the team's waiting times. These waiting times create waste. So as a Scrum Master, you have to project manager, you have to take actions to eliminate, identify the factors that will create waste in the system and focus on what matters most. Got it? And the Scrum creators, they adapted 5 values. They added 5 values. Courage, the team should have the courage to do the right thing. Focus, the team, whatever the work the team is picking up, they should focus on the work to achieve the goal. Commitment, the team will commitment in achieving the goals. Okay, enable the and enhance the customer experience. That's the goal. Improve the security. That's the goal. Respect. Team members respect each other. There's no hierarchy. And openness. Scrum team stakeholders agree to be open. Courage, focus, commitment, respect, openness. 5 values. Scrum also, the Scrum creators, because we have to perform we have to design, we have to develop, we have to test, and somebody has to give the requirements. Somebody has to do the project management. So Scrum creators, they split the responsibilities and they created 3 roles. 3 roles. They are product owner, Scrum master, developers. Product owner, Scrum master, developers. What the product owner will be doing? Product owner will be at a high level. We understood, right? So this product owner will be having a clear understanding about the vision, prepare the roadmap, meet the business people, write the requirements in the backlog, prioritize the backlog, and communicate the requirement to the development team. This is what the product owner will do. What the developers will do? The developers will take the work, they do the design, development, testing, deliver. Take the work, they do the design, development, testing, deliver. What the Scrum Master will do? The Scrum Master manages the Scrum environment, implements the Scrum framework, and Scrum Master guides the product owner, guides the development team, and helps the teams with the meeting. There are meetings which we will discuss. The Scrum Master role is more of managerial admin kind of a role. Scrum Master remove the impediments and help the team members to achieve the goals. This is what the Scrum Master will be doing, closely traveling with the development teams, implementation teams. Okay, that's the Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development team. Tomorrow, the entire class is going to be more on these roles. What exactly these roles will be doing and how they will be doing, what kind of metrics, everything. And so the Scrum creators, they also created 5 events. 5 events. What are the events? Okay, let me just draw it here. So here we have the product owner. What the product owner will be doing? Product owner will be interacting with the business people, gather the requirements. Where the product owner write the requirements, you will be writing the requirements in the product backlog. Good. Now, the product owner need to clearly explain the requirements to the developers. Yes, we have the developers here. Let us say the goal is to build the payments module. So for the payments related requirements, the PO need to clearly explain the requirements, refine, understand more about the requirements, right? Whether they have the dependencies, risks or not. So there is an event called product backlog refinement meeting. First event, PBR. At a high level, each event we are going to talk about to 2 hours going forward. And then after that, for this particular duration from 1st of November to 15th of November, we have to plan in this particular timeline how much of work we can complete, what work we need to complete, what is really important. So the PO will communicate the important work, payment, okay, debit card payment, credit card payment, PayPal payment. So we need to plan. So here we call this as number 2, sprint planning meeting. Okay, and then the third event the Scrum creators created is the daily stand-up, where the team regularly meets and understand how they are progressing with the work to achieve the goal. That's called daily stand-up. Okay, this is the third one. Fourth event the Scrum creators created, which happens on the last day, is sprint review. Meaning that, so the business people who gave the work, what they will be doing? They will be coming and they will be reviewing the work done by the development team. So whatever the team they have done, so they are going to showcase, hey, this is what we have done. So is it really meeting the business requirements or not? So they will give the feedback, review the work done by the development team. And then the final event the Scrum creators created is sprint retrospection, where the team, product owner, Scrum Master, development team, they come together and then they are going to understand what really went well, what did not go well, what actions we need to take to improvise the situation for our sprint 2. Got it, team? These are the 5 events at a high level. I'm just introducing the elements. Okay, so all these 5 events happens in sprint. Sprint. Sprint is container of event. Sprint is like the heartbeat, like our heartbeat. Regularly, our heartbeats. Similarly, for the Scrum framework to deliver a value, so the sprints are continuous, like our heartbeat. And every sprint have the PBR, planning meeting, daily Scrum, review retrospection. Daily Scrum, review retrospection. Like this, we progress. Got it? Please read it. And then 3 artifacts. 3 artifacts. What are the artifacts? We have the product backlog, sprint backlog. So what is the product backlog here? The who will write the requirements in the product backlog? It's the product owner, continuously adding the requirements. Okay, team, this is the product backlog. What is the sprint backlog? Sprint backlog is the backlog the developers uses. So from the entire set of product backlog, we pull the work. This is the sprint backlog. This is the sprint backlog. And for this particular sprint too, we are going to pick up the work. This is the sprint backlog. And for sprint number 3, maybe we want to talk about the insurance products, insurance building. So these are all the insurance related items. So from the product backlog, we pull it into the sprint backlog and complete the work. Sprint backlog for this particular sprint. Sprint backlog for this particular sprint. Got the difference? Product backlog for your entire product, sprint backlog for that particular sprint. So the developers, they are going to pull the work based on the capacity, complete. Pull the work, complete. Okay, so we understood the product backlog, sprint backlog, and another one is increment. Increment is value plus previous value. So we delivered accounts, that's the value. We delivered loans. Now customers can use loans and also accounts as well, right? On their laptop when they log in. So you already delivered accounts. Now when we deliver loans, customers can already use accounts and loans. Now when we deliver payments, customers can make use of loans and accounts as well. So this is the increment. This is the increment. Increment is nothing but value plus previous value, value plus previous value, increment. 3 artifacts: product backlog, sprint backlog, increment. That's it. No drama. But the practical implementation is difficult. The Scrum is lightweight framework where we have seen only the values, 3 roles, 5 events, 3 artifacts. That's all. That's all. But how effectively we use, what are the best practices, the tools, we all need to understand it. That's when we need to acquire the skill and we will stand out in the market. Basically, when you are taking the certification training programs, they will just teach you the theory and small basics. Normally, they say that, oh, the product owner manages the product backlog. That's all. And in the interview, nobody is going to ask because that is a basic silly thing. Everybody knows a product backlog. So they will ask you, hey, as a product owner, how do you give the value ranking to the backlog items? That's a difficult question. You need to have the practical understanding. So in our class, what we will be doing, let's say these are all the backlog items. These are all the backlog items. So there is an app called Backlog Prioritization app within Jira. This is an integrated app. We are going to search for all the requirements as a product owner, and you're going to apply the value ranking. Value ranking. What is the impact, confidence, ease of implementation? Look at that. What is the impact, ease of implementation, and look at this. So this is having more value ranking. So the questions are going to be more practical. Yeah. And I will also share you a lot of interview question and answers, real-time interview question and answers, practical scenario specific question and answers, everything here. Okay, so for the previous batch, I sent it on 20th of September, latest ones. Now, from the day one itself, we also have to align with the certification. Towards the end of the training program, you guys can complete two certifications: Professional Scrum Master certification, Professional Scrum Product Owner certification from scrum.org. From scrum.org. Okay, so these certification questions you are going to prepare on a topic by topic from the day one itself. Okay, just 1 minute, team. My throat is a bit itching. Yes, all good. It's okay. Now let us go through the quiz questions. In the interest of time today, I will be answering the questions myself. Let us answer the questions one by one. In the Scrum framework, Scrum has a role called project manager. Do we have any role called project manager? Don't type your answers. Don't type your answers. Tomorrow we will have because in the interest of time, I am answering. Okay. So in the Scrum, we have only Scrum Master, Product Owner, developers. We don't have a role called project manager. Okay. Answer is false. Three pillars of empirism are transparency, inspection, adaptation. Upon what type of control Scrum is based? Empirism. Empirism asserts that knowledge comes from experience. Who is on the Scrum team? The developers, Scrum Master. So in the actual examination, the questions are going to be exactly like this. Exactly. Same questions will come. Tomorrow, we will see more questions based on the topics we discuss. All right, team? Let us park our theory
Sure.
here and we will, yeah, have any question? Mohammed? Hi, Mohammed. You have a question?
Yes, sir. Hi.
Yes, what is the,
So
yeah,
I was in the it's kind of off topic, but I wanted to send like talk to you about this. So
yeah.
I was in June 2025 tech business analyst group, and I
Yes.
took this program. I'm from United States. I'm living now.
Yeah.
So finally, in the month of September, I mean that's last month. It's been almost this is my fifth week, sir. I got a job, and thanks to you so much.
Oh, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And the team that I was on as well in the month of June, that was also really, very interacting and very helpful. And thanks for your insight because this is since it is my first job, I had to
Hmm.
get inside, and it was kind of difficult because when you don't have any kind of
So
support and you're trying to,
of
yeah.
course, no problem at all. So
Thank you.
you got the job offer as a Scrum Master or Tech Business Analyst, Project Manager. What role you got,
Sir,
Mohammed?
it's kind of a hybrid role, sir. It is not
Hybrid. Yeah,
defined
nowadays
as
most of the roles are hybrid. Yes, correct, exactly.
yes.
Yeah,
My
you
my
joined in the
job,
month of June. You joined in the month of June, right? July, August,
yeah,
September,
June to
3 months.
July. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I took the
August, September.
course from June to
Mhm.
July, and I
Okay, good.
interviewed in August, and I
Yeah,
got it in August itself. I joined in September. So
congratulations. God bless you. Yeah.
so the situation is that my title is project impact analyst.
Hmm.
So
People are giving lot of fancy titles, but
yeah,
okay, go ahead. Yeah. So,
it's kind of a project management with low level Scrum Master duties.
hmm,
My
hmm.
other job responsibility is working on soft savings like hours or efficiency.
Mohammed, is it okay if we can talk a little bit after 15 minutes? Because we will complete the hands-on assignment, then we will have more time to talk because I don't want to keep
Absolutely.
everyone waiting. Is that okay, sir?
Sure.
Thanks for
Yes, absolutely.
understanding. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, team. So again, congratulations, Mohammed. Happy to hear the success story. Yeah, our students very frequently get the job offers with the practical trainings, and that's the reason people they come and take the classes across the globe. Okay, now I sent the weekly assignment, but I forgot to do the attachment. But I'm going to send the attachment again. So we're going to follow the step-by-step process. What is expected today? I'm going to send these as attachments. Now, what is the first step in the assignment? This is the assignment, week one assignment. Okay, week one assignment. So what is the first step? Access your Confluence. Where can you access your Confluence? Yesterday, I sent an email. Yeah. So just 1 minute. I team, those whoever registered, I mean, whoever paid make the payment for this particular training, we created the Jira, Confluence, because they are widely used across the globe. And in the job descriptions also, we are seeing it very regularly, Jira and Confluence, whatever the part of the world. So we created those access. You are going to click on the link, you are going to do the practicals. Okay. So when you see this word access, sorry, the first assignment, week 1.1. Okay. Access your Confluence, enter your email ID. Okay, enter your email ID, whatever the email ID that you used, you gave me, please give that email ID. And what you have to do, you have to simply click on the Confluence link. That's all. You don't need to install any software. Everything is in the cloud because we will be personally reviewing all your work. Okay, because I already have my email linked, it's automatically authorizing. But for you, it may ask you for the first time the password. Give your Gmail password. Okay, cool. What next? So the Confluence tool is a document collaboration tool. Basically, Confluence is a tool from Atlassian. Okay, documentation collaboration tool. In the Confluence, we structure according to the spaces, 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 spaces. So for each of the student, I created a space. For example, Rajini space, Muhammad space, Paul space, like this. So what we can do in the Confluence, we can create the pages. We can create any number of pages. Now let us create page. Some of you might be thinking that, oh, Lakshmi, like a page creation, we can directly open a Word document and create a page. We can create a Word document and create a page, right? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, it's a different one. We can just open a Word document and we can create a page. But we cannot really collaborate with others. We cannot bring the transfer. If I create a page, it is on my system. If I create a design document, if an architect has to review, I have to send the email. But in the Confluence, directly everybody can collaborate against the page. Let us see how we can do it. So let us start our baby step by creating a page in the Confluence. What page we can create? Today we understood about the SDLC process. I'm going to email you the SDLC document. Please download that document. I will email you immediately after the class. SDLC document. So please download Enable the editing. Now, copy the page. Please go to your Confluence. Watch carefully. So what we are doing, the first step is you're going to clicking on the Confluence link from your email. You will be landing in your Confluence page and make sure that make sure that your name is displayed. I clicked on the Valentine space. That's why I'm seeing the Valentine. But I'm going to my space now. Spaces, hands-on agile coaching space. Okay, this is my area. So I can just create any number of pages. So how can I create a page? Please watch carefully. Content, create, page. What is the title? Every page has a title, like all of us have names. So every page have title. The title has to be unique. So the page title is SDLC process. SDLC process. Let's cancel this. This is the first time it is giving the suggestions. What is the title? Heading SDLC process. Enter. And whatever you copied from the document SDLC, paste it here. Look at that. And then publish. Publish is equivalent to save. Publish. Publish. Good. We created a page successfully in the Confluence tool. In the Confluence, we created a page. This is how we are going to create a page. And I want all of you to please log into your Confluence and create a page after the class, not now. Okay. Now, can we edit the page? We may make mistakes because we are beginners. Can we edit the page? Of course. How can I do that? There is an option after publishing. You have edit. Edit the page. And I want to make some changes. For example, I want to highlight this. Select. I want to make maybe green color. I want to give requirement gathering a different color. Green is not applied. I want to select green. I want to select the testing. Like this. Okay. So play around with the options. Then once you edit it, there is an option not publish. It will be update. You can update the page. Look, the page got updated. If the developers want to create a design document, so they can create a design document. So you can create any, if the product owner want to create a business requirement document, you can create a document here. So let us create that SDLC document. Now, let us also create another page with agile values and principles. So I want you to click on this link, go to your Confluence space, create a page. What is the first step? Giving the heading of the page here, agile values and principles. So below are the 4 values from Agile Manifesto, not from you. I want you to copy Agile Manifesto, right? So copy these and paste it. Individuals interactions over process and tools, working software or documentation, negotiation, enter. Can we format the text? Of course. I want to make it bold. I want to make it maybe a different color. And I want to make it lighter green. Maybe I want to give some numbers like this. Got it? Now, below or the 12 Principles from Agile Manifesto. Where can we find the principles? Scroll down. 12 principles from manifesto. Click and copy the 12 principles. Paste the 12 principles. Maybe you want to select the text. You want to give the numbering. Maybe you can apply a color. Up to you. Like this. Confluence. Publish. Okay, team. We created a page, SDLC process. We also created another page, Agile values and principles. We documented mainly document collaboration. Confluence is used for. Okay, and if you're okay, please update your profile as well. Because when you join the organization, you have to update your profile in the Confluence. Like Mohammed got the job offer and he might be using Confluence. What Mohammed has to do? Mohammed has to update the profile. How? Right click, sorry, on the top, you click on the circle and there is an option here. You see profile and then you can give your picture. You can add your picture. You can click. You can change your picture. You can add whatever the photo that you want and you can give about yourself. For example, I'm the senior scrum master for hands-on agile coaching, blah blah blah, and then Australia. Give your details. Yeah. How can you go back to your page? You can not scroll up, and then there is recently worked on. You see here, recently worked on. Click. Automatically, it will take you back here. Jira and Confluence, both of the tools are from Atlassian. That's why you see the integration here. You can easily switch from Confluence to Jira or Jira to Confluence. Okay, we'll talk when the time comes. We'll start from the Jira basics, like how we are starting with the basics. Okay, team, this part is done. Now the second part, what we will do, we will park the second part for tomorrow. We will understand the Scrum framework very much in detail. We will also understand the role of the Scrum Master, product owner, and then the developers. And then we are going to tomorrow, we are going to understand the skill metrics, very, very important class. Tomorrow we will understand the developers, how to form the teams, how the developers, how to assess the skills of the developers, what are the skill metrics, if there is any gap, how do you identify the risks, what is a risk register, real-time risk registers. I will email you. I will email you. So look at this. I will email you all the templates, risk registers, skill metrics templates, examples of the risks. Because in the interview, they will definitely ask you, hey, can you tell me what risks you have identified recently? How did you handle? How did you mitigated it? I will email you these templates. Okay. For today, just only focus on just logging into your Confluence. A simple assignment. Create a page, create another page. And if you want, you can create your own page as well. You can just say, if you want, you can document your own, my understanding, agile. And whatever you understood, you can just type it. Agile is more about flexibility, iterative, early customer feedback, early return on investment. Like bullet points, mitigates risk. Just publish it. That's okay. No problem at all. Nobody's going to say anything. This is like your playground. The more we do, the better we become. Yes, you can add any number of pages. So as we progress in our learning journey, we are going to create tomorrow we will be creating the skill metrics, and then we are going to create the risk register. Next weekend we are going to, as a product owner, we are going to build the roadmaps, and you are going to create your own roadmaps. We are going to define the estimation cheat sheet for the developers, estimation techniques. We are going to help the developers with the working agreements, definition of ready, definition of done, Miro, Muriel, and everything. We are going to review the sprints, sprint review, action items, what is done, what is not done. We are going to document the retrospection actions. We are going to assess the agile maturity of the teams. Agile maturity assessment is very, very important. So if you open job description, I will show you the keyword. I will also show you when I explained. So I explained my team on 15th of September. Now today also, even if you see maybe MATURITY, maturity, I will just see. I'll show you in job descriptions. Look at this one. Guide the team, assessing the scrum maturity of the team. And this got posted on 12 hours back. How to assess the agile maturity. Outside, nobody's going to teach all this stuff. But here, practically, you will be learning how to assess the agile maturity assessment. What tools you used, what actions you took, how did you improve? This is very important. Agile maturity assessment. Got it? Metrics methodology, agile maturity assessment, specialist scrum master. Even we can confidently apply for senior scrum master job as well with this scrum master, IT analyst, specialist scrum master, UST global. I have one or two scrum masters who got the job as a in UST global as well. Wells Fargo. All right, cool. Now that so we are going to use the Confluence tool for all these for all this practical stuff, and we are going to empathize with the team. We are going to log assess how happy your teams are, team happiness wall. As we progress, we will be doing all these activities practical. Okay, you didn't receive the email? Okay, please message me on my WhatsApp number +61 41251636 4. Okay, team, you didn't get the email. So I'm just letting you know that Jira and Confluence link, we already emailed to the students who made the payment, Okay, team. So if you already made the payment, if you didn't receive the link, so kindly alert me. I'm happy to send you the links. And if any of you are planning to make the payment and continue with this hands-on training, so please message me on my WhatsApp, or you can fill the Google form. It's just only three forms, three fields, only the name, your WhatsApp number, your email ID. Got it? Thank you. We will be taking the questions and concluding. Obina, hi Obina.
Yeah, hi,
You can unmute.
Lakshmi. Yeah,
Yes.
so I have not gotten the email with the link. Maybe it's because I paid late yesterday, but
Oh
you sent
yes,
me. I got
yes.
some other messages from you, but not the one with
No, Jira and
the
Confluence, the admin team operates from India, Obina. So they have to create because you paid late, and then yeah, I already communicated with them. So please, you can go to bed by your morning. That links will be in your inbox.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sir? Yeah,
Thank you so much.
sure. No problem at all. Thanks for the heads up. Anyone, any questions?
Sir, I too did not receive, sir, so I have messaged you.
Prem? Okay, sure,
Yeah.
Kindly message me on my WhatsApp. Yes. And if anybody wants personal guidance, please feel free to call me. I don't charge anything for that. Okay.
Yeah. Lakshmi, this is
Glo-
Gloria.
Gloria. Yes,
Yeah, I would
darling.
like
Long
to
time.
a long time. I would like to have a one-on-one discussion with you and
Sure.
okay.
Okay. You have energy after the class to talk?
After the class, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will call you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Hi Lakshmi,
Ram?
this is Ram this side.
Yes, Ram. Yes, Ram.
Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you after the
Yes.
call. Rahul and
Yeah,
I will be there to have some
definitely.
discussions, and
Yes.
then we will go ahead.
Yes, sure, Ram.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Definitely. I just
Thank
made
you.
the note of it. Anyone, any questions before we switch to Muhammad?
Yeah, Lakshmi, tomorrow I will talk with you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for
Esnob,
thank
Esnob, no,
you.
Snobo. Thank you very much. Happy with the class and the explanation?
Yes, I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
thank you very much, sir.
I would like to talk to you one on one as well
Chikazi, yes, yes. And how, Chikazi, you want to talk after the class or it's already late for you?
after the class, sir.
Okay, sure, Chikazi. I will call you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Yeah.
Good night, Nobi. All right. So, Mohammed, let's talk, sir.
So, yeah, like last month I got this job, and this is my fifth weekend, and it's a hybrid role where
What
there
tools
is
are you
project.
using, Mohammed?
I'm currently working on Devon Way, which is like the change of management of
Change
change.
management. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a product development. You're not building anything, isn't it? What exactly your team is doing?
My team exactly is, so this is a utilities industries. Like
Hmm.
they distribute power and gas in Detroit,
Okay.
Michigan. So
Hmm.
this company, I am working for the company. So I'm not a contract where I'm building tools or keeping a track of everything.
Hmm.
But I will be working as a team in for the DTE team.
Hmm.
We are building just dashboards
Hmm.
and pipelines. We have a team of developers so that the stakeholders, which is the field workers, we are building
Hmm.
tools so that we can see visibility, traceability, and improve work productivity.
Yes.
And
Yes.
my
Why
role
don't you
is
use Jira tool?
we don't have a Jira stack, sir. We do not have money, I mean, budget allocated
Oh, a
for that.
budget for that one. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
Mohammed.
So the stack we
Okay.
have already is Azure DevOps.
Hmm.
So the situation is that they are not using any of these tech to stack that they have. So
Okay.
my thing is to slowly bring in change and make
Exactly.
them.
Bring all
Yeah.
this. So what you can do, Mohammed, you can create a trial version. Anyway, you already have the version, right? You can
Yeah.
mimic whatever is happening in the organization. You can
Mhm.
replicate it. Don't try to copy the data. Just try to give a dummy data about the customers and everything. Hey, customer ABC XYZ, and you can say this is the tool, and if we can have this, these are the advantages. Currently, we are here. These are all the drawbacks. These are all the challenges. No transparency, less collaboration, blah blah blah. And if you have the Jira tool, better transparency, people can see the status of the work. We can make better decisions based on the live data.
No, this decisions have already been taken by the project manager. I am a
Hmm,
project
hmm,
coordinator. Mostly
hmm.
my work is it's not a very like a position where I can take a lot of decisions, but I have
Right.
to make sure that everything is streamlined. My
Hmm,
two job responsibilities is one is talking to the stakeholder, getting their information and tweaks. But right now the product backlog is so big that we have about 45 projects, small projects.
oh
You
my
could
God.
call like 45 epics.
45 epics. Oh, you prioritize
40,
those epics or no?
and those have been prioritized. And since we are working with Agile as a philosophy, we are making sure that every time there is something changes, the priority is changing based on the
Hmm,
executive decisions that are being made. Right now, we have at least five uh, such backlogs on which we have priority.
okay.
So we're trying to streamline on that. I'm currently working on one of the tools. So my
Right.
thing is I have to assess the impact. It's not about me going and taking requirements and then building a scope and executing it. It's
Hmm,
more
hmm,
of
hmm.
the tool that has already been built. I have to do its impact analysis and give a justification that
Right.
that at the end of the day, my when I make a document or a presentation with
Hmm,
balanced scorecards and KPIs and whatnot, I will be
Mm.
giving this to my project manager, and my project manager would be showing this to the executive board as a justification
Okay,
for the
you are
investment
more
that
like
we
a
made.
coordinator for your project manager. Okay. Mm.
Project coordinator. But
Yeah, yeah,
all I
yeah.
have available is Azure DevOps to manage and track everything and work on soft savings and justification.
Okay, now you want some hands-on. What help you want from my side, Mohammed?
I don't know how to look at it, sir. Am I looking at, because I have approached it like a nosedive method where instead of like learning curve is a very steep in this in because
Mm.
I'm coming from a e-commerce and healthcare,
Yep.
little bit of healthcare. Coming
Yeah,
to
yeah.
utilities, the learning curve is so steep that it would take me about maybe couple of months to even get a
Mm.
hold of it. So I've decided to take a nosedive approach where I will
Yeah.
dive in and figure it out as I go.
Mm. Mm.
So right now, I need help in understanding Azure DevOps just as to manage and coordinate
Mm.
and do the low level
Mm.
Scrum Master duties with the Kanban boards and velocities and all that. But
Yeah.
eventually, I want to. It is also like it is my job to influence this Azure DevOps to my
Mm.
data engineer, to my data scientists, and the developers who are developing all this, so that they could keep something in track,
Mm.
so we can do more innovation down the line.
Let me give you
So
the
is this how the board is
nomenclature
looking? Your
or
board is
naming
looking?
convention. And
I'm sorry.
so the
Is this how
epic hyper
your board is looking?
Yes, yes, it is. It is looking something like that.
Or your teams, sprints?
Yes, but they don't actually want to implement a full Scrum method, sir. They
No,
don't
it's
really
more
stick.
into the Kanban look, lean Kanban
Yeah,
teams. You need the
yeah.
epics
This
like
is
this.
yeah. This looks like it.
Very
This
close,
board.
right? So
Yes,
yeah,
very
yeah,
close.
this board, yeah, you need this one. So you need the epics and you need this one. So yeah, I got the context. Maybe what we do is we will I will guide you offline. Here also I'm there everywhere. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Monday.com's AI blocks are a total game.
Okay, sure, Mohammed. So
Okay.
maybe it's already too late and I need to give calls as well to a few people. Maybe why don't you call me tomorrow or you can go to bed, sleep,
No problem, sir.
Mohammed.
I'm available. It's
Okay.
during weekends or even during the
Yeah, yeah,
weekdays
yeah.
whenever.
Message me on my WhatsApp. I'll just definitely reply and then I will do the needful to you.
Okay, sir.
And if you
Thank you.
want to watch it, the video that I'm playing, so please watch it.
Yes.
It's on my YouTube channel as well, and we
Okay.
post a lot of interesting videos
Let
on the
me
YouTube
copy
channel.
this.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, you can copy it, and whoever wants to subscribe, so you can subscribe, and you will get all the notifications, free webinars like this throughout the year. Next month we planned, so you can subscribe that YouTube link, please. So next
Okay.
month we planned the artificial intelligence and machine learning. There is a webinar on the cybersecurity. There is one more webinar on the data engineering as well, and the DevSecOps. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, congratulations, Mohammed, for you to get the job, and that's just only a starting point. So you have a lot of things for you to be successful in your role. Quick learning,
Yes.
rapid learning, implementation, understanding is very, very important. I will do the required needful to you. Okay, we'll talk offline.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
So
Anyone,
I have
any questions? Hi,
yeah,
Sonia, go ahead.
I have a quick question. Like after finishing your sessions, so
Yes.
you guys provide the job placement as well?
No, we don't provide the job placements. Nobody is going to provide the job placements. If they are saying that upfront they will provide the job placement, please be careful. Don't trust them.
Okay.
Don't trust them. Yeah, people maybe there to get the money, they may give a lot of false promises. I am man of my words, and we don't provide false promise. Whatever is in my hands, I blindly work day and night, work hard, and make it happen. Whatever is not in my hands, I don't commit. So the job placements, we have a lot of uncertainty. Some of the projects are getting winded, some of the new projects are coming, so we can't. However, I do get a lot of messages from the LinkedIn. For example, I'll show you. Because a lot of recruiters, they know that I train the people in a practical way, and they do message me from various parts of the world, and then they will be asking me, hey Lakshmi, do you have these people, do you have that people, that blah blah blah. And I yeah and what I do is I post them in the Telegram group. If I just say, for example, Scrum, enter, hiring Scrum Master, Strong, Agile, Jira, Kanban, and then here you see here Scrum. Another recruiter posted, we are hiring following positions based in Oman, and the Scrum Master for talented professional, Bangalore, and then this is for Dubai, Scrum Master, UAE, Dubai, and yeah, so plenty I post here. You see, all in this month only I posted, yeah, and this comes from the network, yeah. This is a remote job, completely remote job in India. Okay, but to
Oh,
be very frank, no formal agreements where we have the connections where we directly place you after that training. But at the same time, we are not going to leave you as well. We'll help you with the CV, LinkedIn, continuous job posting, as and when a job interview is scheduled, one-to-one interview guidance, full support will be there.
I
okay.
Lakshmi.
Thank
Yes, boss.
Yeah, I want to ask the question. Now, with this
Yes,
training, I just want to know
yes,
if
please.
this training can open one to roles like business analyst, because I'm seeing some roles like cybersecurity business analyst,
Yeah,
project support
you can.
officer.
We are learning the next version of the business analyst called product owner. So with my training, I have some students who got the job offer as business analyst as well.
Okay.
Mm, mm. And I have some student, just so two, three students are there who got the offers as a business analyst as well. Yes, yes. Think I have. I just shared here somewhere. I have plenty of students who got the job offers. Abhi, Elizabeth, Rekia, Thierry, Saraka, Andrew, these are all the people who got the offers. Landry, Pearl, Pratibha, Nora, I'm a team, Metika, Ridwan, a team. Oh yeah, I think I want to update that I received a job offer today, mid-level business analyst, making over 6 figures. Thanks for the course and it helping out. Katia, her name is Katia from USA. And I also have another student as well, recently, some time back, not now. His name is Muhammad, yeah, Manzoor Khan. Even though I didn't pursue the Scrum Master opportunity for personal reasons, it gives me immense pleasure to let you know that I secured the business analyst position in one of the leading insurance, healthcare organization with a 6 year. I want to express my gratitude, blah, blah, blah. Single-handedly because of your classes. I could tailor the knowledge for the BA role because of your course. I must admit, I took a course over here for the BA in USA. It is no match to the selflessness and extremely effective course offered by you. I'm recommending you heavily. Yeah. So we have a good number of people. The business analyst, some people got, uh, she got the Scrum Master, Andrew, UK. Yeah, different titles. People from USA. He got directly in the GSK UK. His name is Adayemi, Agile Facilitator, GSK UK, and then Agile Analyst, System Analyst. This that. Plenty of different roles. He got software. Hey Lakshmi offered, accepted offer as software delivery manager here in UK. He's still doing his masters. So yeah, plenty of roles. It's open.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
All good. I would really request to add a chapter for Azure DevOps. I'm not sure if you could hear me. Sakina, no, I can't hear. Oh, are you talking? No. Okay, maybe I'll just I'll try to add. I'll try to add Sakina. You can unmute and ask Sakina. Hi. Oh, no luck. Maybe you have to check your mic, Sakina. I can't hear you. I saw you unmuted, but I can't hear you. Maybe you can give me a call after the class. Okay, Sakina. Anyone, any questions? Yeah, you can send me the message. Yeah, sure. All right, team. Hope all of you enjoyed the
Ashmi,
class today. Oh, yes. Hi. Blessing.
Yeah, yeah. I would
Hmm.
like to talk to you whenever you have a chance, you can just call me
Oh,
anytime.
yes, 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 yes. Can you please message me hi on my WhatsApp, Blessing? Because to be honest,
Okay.
I have many people with the word blessing.
No, I mean, I'm not in a hurry, but I'll message you. So,
Oh, yeah,
um,
you message me. I will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
okay. All right.
All good, Blessing. Prem,
Hi, sir.
happy class? Happy with the class?
Yes, sir. I'm happy, sir.
All right. Okay, sure. Any questions,
And
Prem?
yeah, please help me out, sir, to get a good guidance by this class. I'm
Yes.
working in Accenture as a governance POC, but I want to switch roles to project manager, agile project manager, and Scrum
Sure,
Master
sir.
and stuff. Sir.
Yeah, sure,
I
Prem.
would
You
like
are
to
seeing
switch
the
my
roles like
company.
cybersecurity, GRC, lead. You can go for those leadership kind of a roles, Prem. Definitely.
Yeah, once I complete this class, I'm eligible to apply for all those kinds of roles, right?
Yes, yes, of course, because you're going to get the knowledge end-to-end project management, right from the vision, building the roadmaps, defining the KPIs, OKRs, requirement gathering, forming the teams, executing, reporting, stakeholder management, release management, risk management, budgeting, everything I'm covering
Till 25th of November. I mean,
till 23rd of November.
yeah, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, five
Oh,
weekends, yes.
okay,
And
sir.
after
If
it doesn't
anything,
mean that I will just cut short you there. You can be in touch with me. Yeah, in December I'm coming to India as well. Yeah, where are you from
where
in
do
India?
you, I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
Oh, good, good. I'm from Hyderabad too. I will be coming and meeting. I think last year I was in India, and we have good number of people who got the. I think mm, I
Where
don't
do
know
you
if it
stay,
is
sir,
there
in
or not.
Hyderabad?
See, meet and greet. Oh yeah, here last December 29, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all the students who got the offers. They came as a gratitude, and we met in a hotel. Sorry, in a software company here. And
Okay.
this guy recently got, and he
Mm-hmm.
working in TCS now. He's work. Yeah, this guy is a senior TCS manager. Yeah,
Okay.
very happy to see the previous students. Last year only. Yeah.
Where do you stay, sir, if you are in India?
No, I will be because my journey is really packed. Yeah, it depends. But I will keep you posted, and maybe I will keep it on the status as well. Normally, I don't share the personal things on the status, but especially on the travel, because my responses will be a little bit delayed. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady also got just 2 months back. She got the offer as well.
Mm-hmm.
When I met, she
Okay.
didn't got the offer, but 2 months back she got the offer.
Okay. Okay.
Good, good, good. Yeah. So basically, Hyderabad, I have to go to Bangalore, I have to go to Andhra Pradesh and Kerala, I have to go to Pune,
Mm-hmm.
and then I need to meet I need to meet some business consultants and some trainers. Yeah, and I have my personal things, seeing the properties,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of personal stuff is there. Yeah. But
When
yeah,
you're in
happy to
Hyderabad,
meet you. Sorry,
when you're in Hyderabad, you're coming to Hyderabad. Please
I
let me
will
know.
be.
We'll meet somewhere
I will do
else.
that. Sure, sure, definitely yes. Stephen, go ahead,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, Prem.
Mm.
Stephen,
I- Yes, Coach Lakshmi. So last time we were not able to meet you, so this time definitely we will
definitely.
try to meet you. Try to meet you.
Oh, Stephen,
Uh,
you are in the picture. Oh, Stephen, you missed that picture,
Chen,
right? You
I was not able to join. I was out of station when you were in
right.
India. So
Hmm,
this time definitely, and we'll
definitely,
definitely love to
Stephen.
meet you, Coach. I know, and you have put a lot of effort in grooming us. And today we are getting a lot of opportunity. For me also, Coach, there are a few opportunities I am and connecting, and so that's why I came for this recap session.
That's good.
So soon, I hope that in a couple of
Any
months, I
guidance,
want to.
Stephen, to the new students who joined? Any experience you want to share? Any guidance
Yes,
about
definitely,
this
because
program?
and yes, coach. So when we and got an opportunity to join your webinar, so we were, and thinking whether to do this course or and so. But when we connected with this course, we had a lot of practical exposure and many things which we go through through material or in the office, and we get to know, but the practical part we have not got
Mm,
such experience.
yeah.
So from this program, it was very practical. It was very engaging, and it gave a clear understanding of whatever role we do, the Scrum Master or
Mm,
product owner or a developer. Because in our organization, we're in a big organization, so they move us here and there. And as you
mm,
rightly said, they give multiple role, Scrum Master with
exactly.
project manager, with delivery
Expectation
manager.
expectation is more nowadays. Yes, correct.
Correct. So this training has helped a lot. The only thing is that you asked me to look outside the organization, which I
Mm,
have not taken the step, but I want to tell you that soon I will be giving a good news that I'm taking a
oh,
bold
definitely.
decision.
I will be
And this
eagerly waiting.
concept is
Try to get the job as early as possible in the month of November, so that in the December we can celebrate your success.
definitely, coach. But the
Yes.
learning has helped me to do
Oh,
see
thank you.
whatever we learn, we have to implement at work. So that we
Correct.
have implemented, and the organization is looking. Our ways of working has changed. Our understanding has
Correct.
changed.
Correct.
Our connect with customers
Yes.
has changed. Our working with the stakeholders have changed. So those who joining this program will get a clear understanding and practical experience, that we cannot get anywhere, that we have experienced, coach. And you
Oh,
have
good.
been
Good.
supporting not just during this 2 months training, but wherever we are stuck, you have been
Yes. I
that
think you
everyone
joined
appreciate.
last year in the
Last year
month of
same time.
June.
No,
Same
no,
time,
no,
right?
the
Almost
last
one year,
same.
1 year, 1 year back.
But
1 year back.
I implement learn my work, but now I want to take it outside,
Change. Yeah, no
as you
problem at all.
as you told me. So that I want to I want to share here, and I want to tell everyone that trust that all these 2 months you will explore a lot. Don't have any doubt, and whether how the training will go. Later you will regret if you've not done the training, because and for me, I have done the training, but now I'm regretting why I'm not taken outside. So I'm came back again to
No problem at
take
all.
a recap,
Mm,
to
that's
take it
fine.
outside
That's fine.
my learning, to get a better
Sure.
for my career growth. So thanks a lot, coach,
You will
for a
get it. You will get
positive.
it. You are getting calls, Stephen? You're getting
Yes,
calls?
sir, I'm getting call, and some of them are I'm a close contact. So they told that now you have very good understanding. So you have
Yes.
a good and you have experience. You are stable in the same
Correct.
organization. So definitely go for
Yes.
a big and
Bigger role. Bigger role
high,
for a
bigger
better
role,
pay.
bigger high.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So you have
And
been
when the interview,
consistently
no problem.
supporting us. Anytime we text you, we message you. And the
Yes.
other program also, which you have told, definitely we want to do it. Some other programs, but this
Mm,
was a base for us to elevate our
yes.
career. So that
Super.
will
Nice.
never forget, and we are very grateful and thankful, always, coach.
Oh, thankful. Thanks. It means a lot to me. And I'm very happy that this training has helped you with the change of ways of working in your current organization and helping you with the better roles as well, Stephen. Good. Thank you very much. Anyone, any questions, please? Stephen, some of the old students, they come even after 1 year, 2 years. As I told you, right? When I say we have a support, I mean to say literally continuous support. As long as it is in my hands, blind commitment. Anyone, any final questions before we close the call? All good. Thank you for your valuable time. It means a lot to me. Hope all of you got the required value for your time. Let us connect tomorrow, same time, same link, but we will be deep diving more into the roles of Scrum Master, Product Owner, Project Manager, and also the developers. And we will see the job descriptions, and we have to build the confidence from the day one itself. So tomorrow we'll have better confidence on us to apply for these roles by this time. Thank you. God bless all of you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Stopping the
Thank you,
recording.
Lakshmi.
I will share the recording as well. Thank you.